Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you guys for joining us already on a new episode of Beer Talk with
Hey,
Baker,
everybody.
with Baker and Bishop. Today is super special. We're just gonna have having a community party. It's the last show before World, so we're here. We're definitely gonna do this, and we have some few guests, and anybody who wants to pop in, all they have to do send me a message and on Instagram, and I will send you the link. That's all about it. So how you doing, Baker?
Excellent. How
How
are
you
you
doing,
doing?
bud?
I'm doing pretty good. Miss Ronnie
Yeah.
in the chat, thank you.
Yeah, we
Uh,
got Ronnie.
We got Ellie.
yeah,
How we
Ellie, I
doing?
appreciate you guys. So what you said, we just bring our guests already.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see
Oh,
who we got first. First was Mr. Jacob from Bay Blend. Oh, he'll be back in a second. We got Jacked Up Leatherwork. How you doing, sir?
What's going on,
And
fellas?
then we
How's it
got
going?
Brewer driving. How you doing, Mr. Brewer?
Good, good. I feel left out. I'm not a Jacob.
Hey, I appreciate you showing up and just be safe driving, brother. How you doing?
just saw your video.
With the story about the shed.
Yep,
That was
Oh, did
pretty
you see
cool.
that?
Yeah, that's
That was
pretty cool.
awesome.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time with Amber and Kev. Great people. I felt very welcomed in their home. And yeah, it was really cool to meet them in person.
That's good. That's good. That's really
Yeah.
good.
So who's up next?
We got Mr. Jacob Bay Blend. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I just
So-
got a big shipment of fragrance oils and essential oils, so I'm gonna unpack those.
You okay? You okay? That's why we call this a community block party. Yeah, I had to take a little bit of, I got so inspired from that show from the Beer Respect when they did that, and I wanted to.
My cigars.
Oh, cigars! What kind of cigars?
These are Diesel Uncut Maduros. They're awesome.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. So, like I was saying, I wanted to do a show, something special, like the Beer Respect did, and then I figured why not? It's the show, it's the last show before World, right? So, you know, I know everybody's getting ready. Whoever is going is getting ready to go. Travel plans, and
Yep.
I just figured I'd do a show real quick, and it'd be pretty good.
We got
The 30 Spray J just came in.
Yep.
The Nothing King and Jeff Harmon. How
Awesome.
we doing, guys?
These are awesome cigars too. The Brick House Fumas. They're a real good Maduro.
Oh yeah.
right. So I
You can see, Bane, that your essential oils are cigars.
Yeah, no, I have a box of both apothecary too. I forgot that these were coming in today.
Right.
Well, no, but listen. So I am going to be hopefully talking to JP Newman or JC Newman, which is a really big cigar company here in Florida. Up in Ybor, it's about an hour from me. And what I'm going to try to do is figure out how to get some of the more just phenomenal loose leaf tobacco and infuse that into oil.
Right.
Because it'll destroy. Well, the nicotine won't pull through, so I won't have to worry about the nicotine. But I should be able to get all those terpenes and all those things out of the leaf that way. So that's my hope.
we got
Yep.
Maine just
Just popped in. How we doing?
Hey, Tay Main, how you doing, sir? So, Brewer, you heading back home, or you heading to no, you're heading to Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, so I'm actually heading up to Cuba Lake, New York
Okay.
to visit my mom for a couple days, and then I'll
Yeah.
be heading south to Pittsburgh.
Well, that's definitely. I mean, hey, you better go pick up see mom on your way in there because you have to, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
Chris Sasquatch. Yep.
Are they saying that?
You okay? Did you just hit your head? What was that?
I'm good. I'm good.
Only life.
yeah.
Yeah. So, man, how many driving hours is that so far, Brewer?
I'd say, let's see. So yesterday I drove 10. and today by the time I get to Columbus, it'll be another 10. So
Well, yeah,
yeah.
I got one more guest popping up. There you go.
Oh man, my headphones
now we have
won't work.
now we have a party.
Dirty Spray Jay.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
What's
How's
up,
it going?
Jay?
The guy that we all wish we could be as cool as.
Yeah, definitely. So.
So,
Starting to look like Brady Bunch here.
I'm at the barber about to get a haircut
At the barber getting a haircut.
and a beard.
Right.
Yeah, a little trim.
Yeah. Now I got so
That's
bro,
one thing I
when
don't have to worry about.
when I go when I go to Ohio to the Buckeye Bill, I got a 17-hour drive. So I feel you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ellie's asking about your drive.
He
She wants
wants,
to drive
like-
out to her mom's place in Gardner.
I thought it was just
Yeah, I think bro froze again.
bunches long. Curls like
Yeah.
cut a little bit.
Looks like it.
Right. So
So,
Hey, Bob and Terry.
hey guys, how you doing? The great show on the Beer Respect last week. Great show. Baker, you did pretty good on that show too.
thanks, man. Yeah,
It was fun. I enjoyed it. I was glad I was able to hop on.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stars of the show were frickin' frack, definitely. But it was good. I liked it.
Right. So if you guys don't mind me
Internet.
if you guys don't mind me asking, what you guys have in your beer today? Let's start with you, Baker.
actually,
I'm testing. Not testing. A guy locally to me. It's the Cave NEPA. He's like 20 minutes from me.
Yeah,
But
Cave Napa.
yeah. And that's what I've been using today. It's the Cole.
I can't even.
Read it. Sorry about that, but it smells great.
That's good. What about
It's
you?
working
What about
good.
you, Mr. Jacob?
I have Flaming Beard, the Rainforest blend.
Okay, that's a good one. Black Gold or regular?
I think regular.
Bay Blend?
I am wearing my current new one, which is the Bourbon Blaze.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Mr. Sasquatch?
I am working on one that'll probably be out in July or August.
So surprise.
No idea what I'm going to call it yet. So it's still up in the air. So,
All right.
very light, very fruity. Smells really good.
Well, I gotta give it to you, bro, because you crossed that line on the fruity side, and I love it. I mean, you're doing really good. So, what about you, Mr. 30J Spray?
I got the Elegant Sasquatch Dark Ritual in right now, oil, and then a little bit of Mastermind from Flaming Beards.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
I got the new Elegant Sasquatch. Oh man, this thing is amazing. The way it blends in, the firecracker, the way it blends in is amazing. That cherry, boy, that cherry. So, what about you, Mr. Brewer?
I was frozen a couple of times there. If I freeze again, I'll just drop out and watch from the YouTube. Okay.
All right, no
Appreciate
problem.
you having me on though. But I think you were asking what are we wearing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today I'm wearing TNBC Midnight Mass.
Okay,
One of my
That's the one
favorites.
that's good.
That's
a
the
good
one I'm taking to Worlds. I'm
Yep.
taking that to
Yeah.
Worlds.
Yeah.
That is definitely a good one. Yeah. No, listen, man. I like I said, I understand if you drop off again. I appreciate. I just want to say this in case you drop off. I definitely appreciate you being here and you taking the time. Yeah, please have a safe drive to wherever you're going to your mom's. Have a safe drive, and then for me, it's an honor that you're here. So I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of good drops coming up. I know Tame Main Beer got the Alpha Oot coming up on July 4. This Firecracker is coming out July 1st, right? Sasquatch?
July 4th.
July 4th too? Okay.
I really wish I would have known it was National Bomb Pop Day like yesterday, because I would have
Yeah.
released it yesterday. But I didn't find out until like 8 o'clock last night.
Right.
I was like, damn, I missed my shot.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, man. This thing is pretty good. This is like your second fruity scent you come out with, right?
I think. I don't know. I
OCT is fruity. OCT
Yeah.
is fruity. So
Oh,
this thing-
yeah, that's the tropical one. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got 28 different scents out right now. I can't remember them all right now. I'm like,
OCT is fruity, and then this one's fruity. But this is really your first fruity one, right?
yeah, that one's what it smells like a bomb pop. So it's cherry, it's lemon, and it's blue raspberry.
Yep.
And lime.
Right. So, Brewer, you're not competing on Worlds, right? You just being a spectator.
Oh, I'm competing.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm competing. I think I'll be in the 20 to 30 category, which I need to trim for. So.
All right. Do you?
I'm well over 30.
Do you gonna have a special oil you're gonna wear, or is it a surprise?
Actually, I think I'm going to be wearing tamed mane.
Okay.
With the bird bills in there, help.
Oh, okay.
Puff out the beer a little.
Right.
Nice. Very nice.
That's cool.
Hey, Chief just popped up and said, "Hey, oh, that bomb pop is dope." It
What's up,
is,
Chief?
You're right.
It is. I used it yesterday. It is quite impressive. And then I had to go get a popsicle place. It was right there.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Definitely pretty good. So
Cool.
yeah, I started using bomb since I had him on my show, Tame Main Beer, and then you were talking about it. That's when I started using bomb for my size, and I don't know, my hair a little bit. I'm styling the hair, so but I don't use it often. I use it once in a while, but it's not bad. I mean, I like it just to keep it calm and smooth. So
for my mustache, I got Dr. Nick's the stick that he has, which is really cool. You could kind of just put it on and not even have it on your fingers that much.
So, Brewer, let me ask you something. Since you competed and you had competed before, so I decided that on the Buckeye beer bottle, I am gonna compete for my first time, and then I'm gonna be representing Jacked Up Leatherwork. So, any advice you have for me as the first time participating on it?
Have fun.
So when you when you get up onto stage and you're going in front of the judges, make sure you hold up your number right next to your face. Just kind of hold it up right there and look at each judge in the eye, do edge, show underneath, and just have that number visible to them for each judge. That's what I would recommend. That was advice given to me by Aaron Johnston, and I think it's done well for me.
Right.
Yeah,
you want to make that contact, and they sometimes they'll ask you to pull up your beer, that like you said, and sometimes they'll ask to touch it at times. There's sometimes people do that, but you want to make sure they get the number right, so when they're writing their scores down, that so if you're like Brewer, it's probably hidden underneath his beard with the lanyard, so you want to make sure that they know who you are, and that, like I said, each judge is different, but make that eye contact. That's big.
Right. All right. Well, I appreciate that because, like I said, I haven't got nervous yet because I know I haven't got close to it, but I know the day off I'm gonna be nervous. So
Lewis trying to get me to compete at Worlds. I don't know if that was.
It all depends.
I heard last night. Well, I watched it last night. They were talking about the contestants. I think they have about 400 contestants right now,
wow.
and they're expecting more because bearded people wait to the last minute, and, and so I know they were looking for the business beard. They pretty much they kind of said you'd guarantee to walk away with something because I guess the business beard is not that big of a category yet.
That's interesting.
And those skate decks are awesome, man. I actually sponsored one, so I'm getting one with my name on it. But it I would think very hard on that one, Jay.
I think I might. I just don't know how trimmed up I need to go.
Well,
I don't want to
Have-
trim that money.
yeah, at pre-reg
Registration, they'll tell you. And there is a barber on hand. So say you're just a little bit over, go get it trimmed up, and
Wow.
then you'll be in it.
That is pretty cool because I didn't know all that. I mean, I know that World is kind of the big.
The dates of the competitions because I'm not going to be there on the 5th. I think I'm heading out the 4th.
okay, yeah, I think
Most of the natural category, beard categories is on the 5th, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still looking at the schedule and all that stuff, and I know they were changing some stuff around and stuff. But yeah, if you get a chance, just look at that Mad Viking.
Mad Viking.
Yep. Mr. Jeff Ham, me too. I'm looking forward to meeting you there, sir. Yep. So, Jacob, what you working on?
I'm actually working on those coffee cups for the Mason Jar coffee cups.
Right.
And these are actually going to be in a basket for the I guess where you sit there and bid on the baskets that are on the tables and everything.
Right.
This is actually going to be in one of the baskets. I'm making 2 of them.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, so we have a birthday boy on the joining us right now, Mr. Dino Tactical Santa. How you doing, Dino?
What's happening,
Dino.
fellas?
Nobody acknowledge him. Shun him.
Yeah. Hey, happy belated birthday, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
So, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just got home a little bit ago. Taught a class today, so I had a pretty busy day. Yep.
So when you gonna be traveling?
I'm actually leaving out. I believe the 2nd. I'll be leaving the 2nd. I'll be leaving in the morning.
Okay.
And making it to Chief's house, and I'll be staying with Chief.
Right.
nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys. So that'll be a fun time.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hey. I know you and Chief gonna have a blast over there.
Yeah, should be fun. Should be
sir.
really fun. Yeah. Yep. I get to meet Chief. I get to hang out with 30 Spray J. Get to meet Baker.
Yep.
Gonna see Brewer, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So
Hey.
when Jacob was talking about the raffle and stuff like that, basically that's the only thing that's cash. They said everything else is pretty much cashless. So if you want to get in and buy tickets, make sure I don't know what the amount is. They're usually $5 or $5, $10, $20, whatever. So just make sure you got some money if you want to do the raffles.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Dino.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
there we go. There we go. Looks awesome, man.
wow.
So I should probably give you guys a tease. I got something I'm going to be debuting at the at Worlds. So I'll kind of give you guys right here.
Oh my gosh, and it spins.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
So,
pretty cool.
tactical Santa order is going to be in full effect, right? Gotta
right.
promote, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know if anybody else is on the app that they have, that app or whatever it is for Worlds WhatsApp. But they're talking about on there, like all the Whiskerinas are talking about what they're bringing, and there's people that are going to change like 5 times. They said there's different shoes to go with this, different
Wow.
beards. They were asking about the green room because they're going to have basically luggage that they got to bring in to do it. So it's going to be some stiff competition there, I
Right.
think, with the Whiskerinas.
Right.
It's always like that with Whiskerinas.
Yeah. I mean, it just sounded like, well, I don't know what I'm wearing the outfit yet, and I have all these shoes and stuff, and I'm like, wow, it's gonna be crazy in that
Yeah.
green room.
It is. Chief, Chief wants to know, Jacob, if the leather, the cups you make, the mason jar cups you're making, that's for World, right?
Oh, yeah, it's for Worlds.
All right. He didn't know if it was for the Buckeye or not.
Yeah.
So.
No, the belts are for the Buckeye. So
right. So, Dino, I will ask you, but I already know what you're wearing. What are you wearing today for your birthday? And your beer.
Well, yesterday for my birthday, I had the tactical Santa in.
Right.
And then today I had something from my other brother, Matt from Florida Boys. I had in his new one, Pirate Cuts Barbershop.
Okay.
So,
nice.
yeah. So I had that in today, another banger. But I wore tactical Santa the whole week of my birthday, and I got to tell you that one. I know 30 Spray J's got it.
Yep.
He actually won it on the Trace Amigos. I know he's got it. So yeah, anybody that's got it and has put it in, I'll tell you what, the Hemp Wizard really outdid himself on that one. It is fantastic.
That is definitely a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Good to have you, bro.
No problem, bro. Like I said, I understand that, man. You be safe driving, and I'll catch you later, man. Thanks. So, yeah, it is a good one. It is definitely a good one. That one is definitely a good one. The tactical Santa. When I got it, I was blown away from it. It was really good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And that's
available now, right? It dropped on your birthday, right?
Yeah, it's available. It dropped yesterday. In fact, I like it so much I had to go back and buy 2 more bottles of it. So I ordered up yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, tactical Santa can't run out of tactical Santa, right?
That's
So
right. That's right.
I gotta have it, right? But I gotta tell you though, special shout out to Jacob Bane Blend. Man, what an awesome guy he is. I got 3 scent profiles come from him. He's like, it's your birthday. I'm going to send you 3. You either pick them or I'm just going to send them, because he's like, I know you don't like to get free stuff. You guys buy stuff. And I'm like, dude, he's like, you're either going to pick them or I'm going to pick them. So, I picked 3 out, and I got that from Bane Blend. I'll tell you what, man, for anybody who hasn't checked out Bane Blend, Bane Blend makes some awesome stuff. I really dig his stuff. So definitely give him a try. His stuff is awesome, man.
I'm actually working on that right now.
His wife makes awesome mugs, man. I'll tell you, this is my second one I got from her. So yeah, she makes awesome stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I actually needed to do that today, and I was working on that right now as you were talking. I'm literally putting that in the system right now.
Right.
Yeah.
On that note, okay, we're entering the cherry game. My wife has put together 6 different and very distinctive cherry scent profiles. Some are sweet, some are tart, some are cedar, some have a variety. We're gonna probably pick 2 or 3. So I'm gonna pick the one that I like, and I'm not gonna have a label on it. I'm just gonna send it to you. So you're gonna get the very first one. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So
Gotcha. You know how much I love cherry, so I mean, if you
Yeah.
put 6 cherry cents out, I'd be buying 6 cherry cents. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that
I'm
Mai Tai,
excited.
that Mai Tai has lost cherry in it too, so that's gonna
Yeah.
have it. So
right,
Yep.
right.
Hey, we
happy
were
birthday, buddy.
Coming from you, Jacob. I got it. Should be here tomorrow. It says.
Yeah. Well, I think I sent something in there for you too, man. I hope that everything works. Hope everything gets there safe. The heat has been so terrible. Like
yeah.
everything's melting. It's making my butters. It's making my butters just reduce in size so much in the jar.
Hey,
It's kind of frustrating.
yeah.
Right.
Let me ask you, Jacob, have you had any problems with the deodorants?
Yeah, I sent one to Kay, and it leaked a little bit, but there's just nothing around it, man.
Yeah.
It's there's no chemicals in it. It's natural butters. It's not, there's nothing to not allow that to happen. So,
Right.
she got it. She put it in the fridge. It's fine, but
Right.
it just makes shipping during the summer so much more difficult when these products are natural.
Right.
Right.
So,
Right.
but what am I gonna? I mean, I can either compromise or do what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Chief,
I'll
you're right.
tell you a quick story. So, my wife likes this one sort of chocolate candy, and we ordered it, and they put in those ice packets,
Right.
that basically that for somebody to get hit by something or whatnot.
Right.
They were totally melted, and these chocolate candies became a big blob. So it was stupid to do, but we put them in the fridge. Believe me, she's cutting it with a knife and eating it, so it's no big deal.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, and that's the problem, right? For a lot of us that are making these products, especially during the summer, I feel like my product, because it's got a lot of ingredients in it, incorporates better when it's whipped.
Right.
So if I send a poured butter, I don't think that it's going to be as good, right?
Mm.
So if I send 4 ounces of poured butter, it's going to look like 3 ounces when it gets to somebody, because
Right.
it shrinks. But yet
Right.
it's still going to melt the same way. It still has all the same
Mhm.
properties. Nothing changes. So
Right.
I'm going to have to suck up how I feel about this, and maybe I don't whip it for as long. I don't know, but
Right.
I'm still going to try to send the same product out.
Right.
I just,
Right.
it's not a fun time during the summer at all.
Yeah, and that is true. One thing I've learned is I learned to stack up during the wintertime for deodorants, because that happens a lot. Hey, Chief said that your deodorants last a long time, and that is true.
So
true.
So when are you going to make a cherry scented deodorant?
Well, if you're okay with not having a label on something, I will customize you a deodorant and send it to you in your package.
I have no problem with no label, my friend. I am fine with no. I've got a whole collection of stuff that have no labels, and what's great about having no labels on beard oils is I forget what they are or who sent them, and I'm like, hey, let me try this, and I try it. I'm like, I think I know what it is, and I try to figure out who sent it, right? But I'm fine with no labels. Yep. I've got so much stuff that companies have sent me to try out, and I'm like, I can't remember whose this is.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Chief, if you want to join in, even if you honor us with your presence for 5 minutes, I appreciate that. Put him in the spot, right?
Right.
On the spot. Oh man.
So I got a question for. Oh, is he getting his haircut?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said so. He'll be in the chat.
Yeah, 30-day spread. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So, what was your question?
So I was going to ask Jacked Up Letter. We got to get together soon and get some trigger therapy, because I know you've been going through a lot, and we got to get out there and get some pews. And I've got some SBRs and some suppressors, and man, I'm telling you, we can have a fun time. We just got to figure out when, because Tactical Santa would be honored if I could join you to shoot. And one day I'm going to make it out to Jacob Bain, and I know he was in the military, and we're going to shoot some pews, and hopefully I get to shoot guns with all of you, because I think that would be a fun time. But Jacked Up Leather and I don't live too far from each other, and it just so happens I work at a range And if you come and shoot with me, we can rapid fire and do what we want. So you just got to let me know.
Hey, Santa, on that note,
I'll definitely have to take up you on it.
Heck
we
yeah.
have a 600-yard range out here and at Manatee. I have a
Nice.
6.5 Creedmoor. I wouldn't mind.
Ooh,
I wouldn't
yeah.
mind going out and shooting that sucker on the 600.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You have a Creedmoor?
Yeah, I've got a couple of hunting calibers, but a lot of my stuff is, AR style. So.
Strawberry smoothie.
Nah.
There he is.
Okay.
What up,
I won't
Chief?
tell you my true opinion on the 6 Creedmoor.
What's going on, Chief? Oh, hold on. Can you hear us?
No, I can't hear nothing.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Jacked up, Jacob, I'll admit the 6.5 is not as good as the 308.
Can't hear.
It's such an expensive round, Yeah.
Well, the thing of it is, the way I think about it is, if you have fun with it and you love shooting it, it's all
Yeah.
you, brother.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Well, I don't like it as much as my 308 rifles, I like my 308s better. But it's just another round to have. I figured I would go up as opposed to going down.
Right.
So, just for variety.
There's my favorite rifle to shoot, which never goes anywhere with me unless I'm going hunting, and that's my 45-70 Sharps.
Yep.
Well, my 6.5 is the 6.5 Creedmoor for Sig Cross. So, yeah, I love that rifle.
Mine's the
mine's
the Quigley down
Oh,
under.
I love it, dude. I love that rifle, man. Hey, and let's talk about that. One of the greatest movies made in a Western style in the modern era of movie making.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal movie.
Right. Now, see, I'm not really a rifle guy. I'm more of a handgun guy, just because I didn't grow up around places where I could go shoot rifles distance.
Right.
So for me, the greatest pistol Western one is probably the Quick and the Dead, because it was all gunslinging,
Yeah.
So
My-
but Quigley is definitely an awesome movie, though. Quigley Down Under is definitely. Yeah.
Mine is Tombstone.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I could watch that movie how many times? I love it.
So funny story about Tombstone. So the gun range I work at every Saturday, it is a prerequisite that the owner puts in Tombstone the first thing in the morning.
Wow.
And sometimes it goes on autoplay. So I used to really, really love Tombstone.
Right.
And now the problem is I can quote, I can do every line through the whole movie. And I'm like, man. But the crazy thing is, I've watched it so many times that even if I'm flipping through the channels on TV and Tombstone comes up, I just get fixated. I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know
It's one of
why,
those
but I
movies.
stop and watch it. Yeah.
They're great movies.
Yeah.
They're great movies. So
Right.
Okay, so what's the greatest Western that you guys actually watched that was actually, either today, yesterday, or back then? What is the greatest Western movie that you guys could think of off the top of your head?
I wish I could
remember the name, but John Wayne was in it. My dad was a John Wayne fan, and I remember one of the quotes in there that he was shooting and he shot the guy's top lip, and they asked him what was he shooting at, his bottom lip with the rifle or something like that.
Right.
He was protecting a girl or something, but I wish I could remember. They remade it, I know, but anything with John Wayne just brings up my dad.
Yeah, True Grit. I think that True Grit is a good movie.
And that's it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, True Grit.
Yep.
Right.
Great movie.
Right.
And that's my favorite Western movie is True Grit.
That's mine too. They're trying to remake it again. It was good when they remade it, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't as good, when they remade it.
Wasn't that Jeff Daniels?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah. No, yeah, was it? No.
Was it?
You know what? I think it was. I think it was Jeff.
Yeah,
Daniels.
that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
remake John Wayne, the way he talked, the way he stood, the way he just even walked into a room. Like it just, I don't know. you could get the concept of it, but he was the man.
Right.
Any of the westerns, him and Clint Eastwood, you know, they really ruled it.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
Hey, Santa Tom, how you doing, sir? Thank you. Tara, True North, appreciate you guys.
Now, see if you would have said modern gunslinger movies, you know, because I didn't really grow up watching a lot of Western movies. I really didn't. But modern gunslinger movies, you know, yeah. I would say John Wick 1, but see, he carried an HK. I have to go with John Wick 2 because that's when he really came into the game and carried the right gun, the Glock.
It was better. It was better. No,
John Wick 2 with Glocks.
No, Wicked was good. I mean, so we had this conversation on the Monday show, and
Right.
so John Wick was good on the
Right.
first one. The second one was better.
They really feel
Now
about
the
it.
third one was good. 4 is just it wasn't as good.
Well, did you notice they kind of did the same thing? So, like the first couple Fast and Furious movies, 1 and 2 were good.
Yep.
And then they started getting really over the top because people are like, okay, we've already seen that. Let's just see how over the top we can go. And it seemed like in John Wick 4, I enjoyed John Wick 4, but like you said, it was so over the top. You're like, and then the funny part about it is this guy can do everything, right? This guy can run and gun. He can beat people up. He can do everything. And the hardest thing he does in his life is try to make it up some stairs. He goes, you know, he gets blasted down these stairs how many times? And I'm like, out of everything that's stopping this guy, it's this set of stairs, right? I'm like, yeah. Right.
So listen, run and gun movies. We're talking about run and gun. Did you guys ever see Nobody with Bob Odenkirk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's phenomenal.
That to me is one of the best. It's funny.
Right.
It's gritty. It's kind of brutal, but
Right.
that guy is a phenomenal actor. He is a phenomenal actor, and that movie is hilarious.
Yeah,
it's like John Wick meets some comedy. Like John Wick meets, I don't know. I
Right.
can't think of what it was, but he's an incredible. It's a great movie.
They're
It's
coming out with a second one.
underrated. There's a what?
They're coming out with a second one, so it's
They
going to
are.
be supposedly him, I think, with his family at a theme park.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it should be pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's actually a real big fan of the John Wick movies, and she liked Nobody a lot. If you know my wife, that's not like her, but she really enjoys those. So.
Right.
That John Wick movies were good. I'm not saying they were not good. The concept. The problem was, if you guys think about this, you remember when number 4 came out, it was right about that time where the actors shot the cinematographer, the lady. It was right about that time.
Yeah.
And everything just went downhill because we don't want to use the real bullets, or we don't want to use guns. It just got fake. I mean, I know that Hollywood is all, but this time you could see the fighting. It was fake. Everything was fake. It just looked so fake,
Right.
compared to the other ones. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, it's funny, you know, like doing what I used to do, being a bodyguard. When I saw the first John Wick, there are a couple movies that I looked at and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're doing it right. I can't believe they're actually showing people how to do this in film, right? So the first one, do you guys remember the original Taken?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The first scene where he's bodyguard and he's in the back, and that guy tries to come up and grab the celebrity, and this guy, all he does is he does smash mouth moves, right? Nothing fancy. He gets this guy, trucks him bad, puts him down, and keeps on going, right? And it was funny. I was dating this girl at the time, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's," and she's like, "Calm down." I'm like, "No, you don't understand. That's how you do it. It's not fancy. You don't sit there square off. You just smash mouth, really fast, really quick. This is how you do it, right?" So then the first time I saw the Wick movie, this girl took me. I didn't want to go see John Wick at first. I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be some, stupid run and gun stuff that's going to be fake." She takes me to it in that first scene when he's in his house where they do the home invasion on him, right? And he starts doing his thing, and every time you see him do something, he puts somebody down, he's making sure they're down for the count, right? And I'm like, that's how you do it. And she goes, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "No, because you don't want somebody getting up from behind you and finishing you." He's finishing the job, What's happening, Dave? So,
Hey,
Hey,
Dave.
everybody. How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So I was pretty impressed on those movies, actually showing like really how people would do it. You know,
You know, when I was in the Marine Corps and we were doing, you know, the I would call it brutal martial arts.
Yeah.
Where we're, you know, it's a combination of, it's no finesse. It's all about quick assassination. You know,
Right.
that was something that we were always taught too. You go for the kill as soon as you can. You don't sit there and screw around with somebody. You go for it right away.
Hey, I like on that movie on that Taken, the first one, when he goes, I got a set of skills. Oh my god, that movie's, you know, when he said that, I got a set of skills, and my was tracking and killing. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah,
and I gotta give it, you know, the first one, the second one was good. So it sometimes some franchise they got movies back to back to back to back. Some of them are stay good, and some of them just go, you know, up and down. Like the Furious, some of them were like really good, and some of them just went out and back. It just, you know.
I haven't seen the last one, but I like Mark Dacascos to a point, but he was not a good choice for that movie. I thought he made it too corny, you know.
Right.
So
I'll be
David,
right
yours
back,
was
Bishop.
great, man.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Right.
So,
Dave, you going to Worlds?
Did who what?
Are you going to Worlds?
Absolutely. Yeah, me and Kay will be showing up there early Wednesday morning. So we're flying out Tuesday night. We'll be there Wednesday morning. Everybody hear me okay? Everything good?
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
you
have
sound
much
great,
of a chance to check everything out. Cowboy Up, it's good to see you. That's my sister there, guys. Say hi to her.
Hey,
I believe Sofa will probably be popping in at some point soon. Oh.
Yeah, my goal for next year is to be up there at the events with you guys. I'm going to be. My father-in-law paid for a cruise in December, so I have to go. We're supposed to leave Saturday. My mom's actually going to be watching the house and taking care of the dogs. So Monday we're going to go see the vet for Ronan, and we're going to see what she thinks. But he's not the lumps around his neck. He's got new stuff showing up. We're not really sure what's going to happen next.
Hey guys, we got to keep it PG-13 because I got Mr. Santa Tom in the house.
Santa Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Santa Tom.
Who has said anything? We've all been appropriate. Come on now.
Hey, I've been watching y'all. Y'all are doing fantastic. I absolutely.
Now we got the three amigos in the house.
Oh no.
Look at that.
Real quick, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Jacob, you're in the Marine Corps, right?
I got out of the Marine Corps, yes. Yep.
Okay. I had to do this because I do it with my brother. I got a treat for you.
Hey, right on, man. Excellent. Red tastes the best, man. Hey, listen. Okay. You kept telling me I need to do a crayon bottle, right? So the goal is by the Marine Corps birthday, my goal is to have 3 crayon labels, but I need to figure out what's going to be in them. I don't know what's going to be in them yet. I have no idea. Okay, but I was thinking dirt, gunpowder, and diesel. I just have to figure out what all 3 are going to. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd buy it.
So, Santa Tom, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I appreciate you sending an invite. I am absolutely a huge fan of this show. Thank you so much.
For me, it's an honor having you here. I mean, of course, I follow my 2 brothers on there, and I watch you guys show. And I mean, I saw you in there. I was like, okay, I'm gonna send it in. Just send the link in. Why not? And look, you bless us with your presence, so I appreciate that.
Oh man, no, I appreciate you guys having me. I loved hearing you guys when you guys started talking about the westerns. Man, that was. I said, oh wait, that really piqued my interest. And I'm a huge John Wayne fan and love True Grit and everything about it. Not my favorite John Wayne movie, but it ranks up there. So
right,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I watched just about everything John Wayne when I was a kid. It was like we had the only John Wayne station.
Right.
And my father, it was constantly on. Green Beret,
Right.
everything. It was always on.
What's what's the
Yeah.
one where I believe he's in Ireland and he has that like 20-minute fight? That
The
fist
Quiet
fight.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's pretty fun. It's a
I just
good
watched
one.
that last night.
Did you? Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that one.
Hey, Chief, how you doing?
Man, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
You can hear you
There
there.
you go.
Definitely hear it. All right.
My daughter, they're probably going to induce her Monday. If she doesn't go tonight or tomorrow, they're going to put the plunge and pull him out.
You gotta tell her. You gotta come out. 'Cause I gotta be at World.
Oh, I'm
Well,
going.
you know, Chief,
was
I
hoping-
don't know where
I
that
was
baby
hoping-
got the stubbornness from. So, you know, it's
Yeah, mama.
I was hoping the
Chief.
baby was going to arrive yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. You know?
Yeah.
Here's
That
a throwback
baby's
for
coming
you.
out with
The
the
Marx
beard
Brothers.
coffee
Get the
cup,
salad
you know
spoons.
right.
Yeah.
Make sure to click in place.
That baby's
Right.
coming out
Mark.
like this.
Oh man.
Speaking
yeah.
of Marks, I have a Marks toy that Santa Tom might be interested in. It was my father's when he was a kid, and I would go to my grandparents, and it's a fire truck, and it's about a foot, maybe 14 inches long, and it's got tools and little doors to open and all the little wrenches. And I used to play with that when I was a kid. And when my grandpa passed away, I got his 67 Caprice. And I completely, as an adult, forgot about that toy as a kid. It was made by Marx, had wheels that would roll back and forth. So I got the Caprice, and I opened the trunk, and I haven't opened the trunk in years, right? Open the trunk. There's a paper bag from one of these, old stores. Open the bag. That fire truck was in there, made by Marx.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Really nice.
It's
Very
on my
cool.
beard
Really
show.
nice.
That it's funny that you said that because I know you guys remember them old Tonka trucks, right?
Loved them.
Mhm.
Oh, so
Yep.
there was a lady here in town. She had 5 of them. She was selling them for $50 all together, and there was the original ones, the metal ones, the grader,
Right.
2 dump trucks, excavator. I told my wife, I said, we better run over there before she saw them. I mean, I got it. My son plays with it. They're still around here because they don't make them like that no more.
I used to ride the
They
dump
don't.
truck.
Yep.
So,
Down the
So,
hill.
so Chief, what's your favorite Western movie?
It might have to be Tombstone because I kind of know all the words to
There
it.
you
Me
go.
too. That's a great
There you go.
movie.
And I've learned a couple things from it. And I talked to Dino about it. It was I always thought for years it was I'll be your Huckleberry. It's not
Yeah.
Huckleberry. It's Hucklebearer.
Uh-huh.
It's Huckleberry.
And I didn't
Yep.
know what a Hucklebearer was until who the hell told me? I don't know, but we talked about it one day, me and you, Dino,
Yep.
on a live.
Yep.
Mhm.
The huckle
So,
is the part
so-
that you lift in the casket.
right, so to
Yeah.
clear it up, in the movie, Doc Holliday says, "I'll be your Huckleberry."
Right.
But from historic points, they say that he actually said Hucklebearer
Right.
because that was somebody who was going to be a bearer for your casket. Yeah.
Yeah, that was your pallbearer.
Right.
So
Yeah.
on the book, because I read the book, on the book
Yep.
it does say that.
Yep.
Both of the tombstones, the original one and the story of Wyatt Earp, both of them are great movies. But
Right.
Kevin Costner.
yes,
Yeah.
and he's a great actor. He's definitely a great
Right.
actor. I keep telling my son, that part where he tells them I'm coming and hell's coming with me.
Hell's coming with
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Young Guns.
I get when they play that movie, I get it and I turn the surround sound on the big screen TV and my wife goes, "Please, Dawn." I was like, you want to go?
Right.
It's my moment.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
though,
Young
if
Guns
you
was
look-
a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Young Guns.
Right,
is a good
right.
movie, too.
Right.
if you look at Tombstone with Val Kilmer in it, I don't think there's anybody that could have played a better Doc Holliday. I think the
I
whole
agree.
cast of Tombstone, I don't think you could have casted a better cast for that. It's
Right.
more entertaining. I think the one that Kevin Costner was in is more historically accurate.
Right.
It's more, but Tombstone's more fun, and I think the cast is better in that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, we grew up as kids. If we were at grandpa's, if we watched anything on his TV, it was Westerns. But then, you grow up and you kind of like, well, I had to watch that forever. So we
Right.
just kind of tuned out of it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they come out with Young Guns.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
talk about a
Yeah.
good cast. That was a pretty good cast too,
Yeah.
with Emilio Estevez and everybody. And then they, Young Guns 2. I mean, like, wow, they made a sequel to it.
Right.
And then
doing, Raven?
Tombstone comes out. I mean, they had some really good stuff come out.
There's supposed to be another one coming out. The
Really?
Emilio Estevez was talking about. Yeah, there's another one
Yep.
coming out.
buddy.
Yeah.
So now it's not a Western movie, but I know we talk about this on the show. It's not a Western movie, but a good American Sniper is another one of my favorites. The whole story, yeah,
Right.
it's-
Sorry, the whole baby thing totally
Yeah.
screwed up that
Oh, yeah.
movie for me.
Right.
yeah, the whole movie is
So
just
bad.
I will tell you this though. Did you guys see American Sniper in the movie theater?
no. I did not
So
see
the-
that at home.
There was a phenomenon that happened with it, and I witnessed it. And I couldn't believe it. When they would go through the credits at the end,
Nobody moved.
people were like, nobody moved, and it was just like, yeah, it was crazy.
So
But everybody,
Right.
funny story, but not funny, but at the time of that, when that happened, I didn't know exactly who he was or what happened about it.
Right.
But with on that scene where they had the flag,
Yep.
I was going through Texas and my truck was stopped on it, because they stopped traffic, and that's
Right.
something that back then it was something you do. We stopped traffic, we turned lights off, and when they were going by, and after they're going by the sirens, you blur the horn just a form of respect. I didn't know who that was at that time. Then
Right.
a couple years later, I found the movie and I was like, oh man. I was telling my wife, I said, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there. So
Right.
yeah, that's a good movie too.
That's
Yeah,
a good movie.
Buddha.
I wouldn't consider it a Western, but that is
No, but
an awesome movie.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not a Western, but the Kevin Costner movie For Love of the Game is
Right.
probably one of my favorite
Yeah.
Right.
Kevin Costner movies that he's made that's not a Western.
Right.
I just really, really enjoy his artwork, even though he comes across kind of dry at times, he comes across a little robotic. But I mean, his role that he plays, especially in the Westerns, it's almost perfect for how he delivers lines.
Right.
And he's a consummate professional when it comes to the Westerns.
Right.
He's so good at it.
So you mean to tell me your favorite Kevin Costner movie isn't The Bodyguard?
I know. I told you another. I will tell you another one that's a good movie. Now, The Bodyguard's a good movie, but one of my favorite movies of him is the Guardian, where he's the only reason he's it is one of my favorites is because my brother was a U.S. Coast Guard, and I took him to get the test. I pushed him to it. I was so proud of him. You know what I mean? So that becomes one of my favorite movies.
Right.
At all time. So let me ask you guys, Dave, Chief, and Santa Tom, since you guys got here late. Not late, but you know what I mean. Dave, what's in your beer today?
What do I have in beer today? It is TNBC Stalker from True North Beer Co.
Okay.
Oil and just a bit of now this might surprise you, a little bit of balm.
Okay.
I haven't used balm in a long time.
Yeah. What about you, Chief?
I've just got some liquid butter in from a company that hasn't released it yet, and I'm really liking it. It's not a thick butter, liquid butter. It's more like very, very thick oil.
Like a thick oil?
Like very thick oil. Yeah.
Okay. I think I got the same one you talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. It's not bad.
Yeah, I had it in last night. When I woke up, the beard it almost looked like that.
Yeah.
When I normally put some butter in, it kind of goes wherever it wants to go.
Right.
It did perform, and the scent was very light, and I liked it. And I don't really want a stronger scent. It's just a very light scent to it.
I asked him, but mine is unscented because I asked him to send it to me unscented. But he told me the feedback, and I told him, I'm thinking the only thing I wouldn't call it butter, maybe like a thick oil or something like that.
Yeah.
But it is good. But what about you, Santa Tom?
I am wearing something that I just got in today, and I know he's very active in the bearded community, but it is Crimson Gold I just tonight was my stripping day, so I just got through stripping my beard a couple hours ago and conditioned it. So it's Crimson Gold by Sunshine State Grooming.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I've never used them before. Got some oils in today from them. Absolutely love it. So,
Oh, wow.
He got some good ones. I have 3 of him, and I like them a lot too. Good oils.
I actually used Jacob's cleansing wash today.
Yeah, he's got good stuff. Yep.
Hey, Amber.
I tried today.
Amber.
The Elegant Sasquatch. Oh my God! I told him my wife usually don't like cherry, and I told him I did tell him I said, you know, my wife loves that one, and she don't like cherry at all. So
Well, it's the bomb pop. It's got the mixture. It's just
Yeah.
It
Right.
smells like bomb pop. Yeah, it's
Yep.
very good.
Hey,
Amber.
Bishop,
Yes, sir.
let's see if it works on your show. You ready, Chief?
Yeah.
It works.
It worked. I was.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, what category are you going to be in? Because I'm a little worried you're going to be in me and Dino's category, and we're both going to lose.
I believe that's the category I'm going for. I've been using a lot less heat, and we're just going to see how it goes.
We're done,
but,
dude. We're done.
I mean, you definitely have more length than I do, so I don't know.
think so.
I'm a bit away from that 12-inch mark, so.
Yeah, it suits your face a lot better than it suits mine. You know, I'm not being funny, but you know,
I don't know,
your,
man.
your face matches the beard well, and we're done, Dino. Me and you, we're done.
But that dark,
I never thought I had
beard,
a chance. I just donated.
Right.
I just
I mean,
donated. I decided to compete. You know.
Right.
I don't know, a Chief with that dark beard, and it's just, it's there. You got that girth, and I'm like,
Well,
yeah. I mean, I haven't
hopefully
seen
my
my beard
outfit-
dark in 20 years, so.
This is a PG show, Dave.
Hopefully, my outfit will make up for it.
Oh, you took that grunt the wrong way.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I was telling Dino, you know how we got next week Monday show with the girls, right?
Next Monday.
Show, I
This
thought it was
Monday.
this Monday. This Monday.
This Monday,
Yeah. It's a girls show.
ladies' night. Ladies'
You know
night.
what? I hope I'm not in the hospital.
If
I
you
might miss
are,
that.
Oh, you're not going to miss it. We're going to be on the phone. You're our backup, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
throw
she's
it in there,
screaming
Jay.
and yeah.
hey, if that happens, we will understand for sure. But anyways,
Right.
I have something. Oh my God, I'll be here tomorrow. I already got it. I already planned it out. It's gonna be I'm going all out crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So Chief. So since you can talk anybody into anything, so 30 Spray J, he's not going to compete at Worlds. He said, or he may compete at Worlds. I told him the story that Mad Viking Jason said that business beard, there's not many competitors.
Yeah.
They kind of said he'll walk away with something.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if he
Right.
enters, you know.
Here we
So
go.
you got a full send 30
You
Spray
wanna-
J here.
You want to make it happen with 30 Spray J? You ready for this?
Yep.
30
Yeah.
Spray J. If you do not enter the contest, the show that you want to do with me that we got scheduled up ain't gonna happen. You got to compete. Business beard. There we go.
Right.
I told
Hey.
I told them that at pre registration, they'll check him out, and they're
Right.
going to have a barber there. So if he's just a little bit over or whatnot,
Right.
I mean, on that stage, and you're going to walk away with something pretty much.
Heck yeah.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
know what? Here's the thing, though. 30 Spray J. I don't have any idea that I think I'm going to win this. I'm just doing it to say that I competed at Worlds.
Right.
So
Exactly.
just do it for that reason, man.
Right.
And you want to know what? I think 30 Spray J will do better than he thinks anyway.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Right.
yeah,
He'll
So,
put his
Son
shades
of
on.
Tom,
that's right.
yeah, with the shade. So, Son of Tom, as being, I'm proud to say that I was number 4 subscribing to your new YouTube.
I was number 2.
I was number 4, and I got to tell you, what you're doing. I'm not just telling you because you're here, but no, honest, what you're doing is amazing, and I do. There's a lot of that, and lately I've been shifting a little bit of the stuff to it. I don't know. I just reach out to a lot of the community that I talk to a lot. Jacob, Baker, Wicked Wednesday, Chief, Dino. I just send messages. Jacob Play Blend, because you're right. It's more for me. My passion is more this what I'm doing. I love it. Having guests on, I enjoy it. But for me, it's more. There's more something else to it. I like reaching out to people. I like talking to people, and when you reach out to somebody and they're down, and just calling them and say, hey, I want you to know I'm here. If you need something, reach out to me. For me, that's a lot. That means a lot, and I just want you to know that you're doing great.
Well, I really appreciate that, and thank you very much. You guys, what's kind of funny to me is
what's up, Lee?
On our show, and I can only, hey, Lee.
Greetings, everybody.
I can only speak about, so the show that, the Trace Amigos, right? These two right here, up there, I don't know where they are on the screen here. I know that I could pick up the phone, dial, our little group that we have together, and both of them are going to pick up just like that. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is, and we just kind of have that relationship. It's funny to me that a lot of people think that I'm kind of unapproachable because that's Santa Tom. I can't say this in front of him. I can't, guys, I am just as human as anybody else, and I go through things every day, but I know I can reach out to these two right here. Right. But I also want people to understand in the community that you can reach out to me or probably anybody on this panel right here anytime and talk about anything, because, guys, life sucks sometimes.
Right.
But the alternative is unacceptable. Yeah. Right. So that's the whole point of that channel, and I really appreciate your support. The bearded community is probably one of the most, other than some of the guys that's been in the military here, is the only thing I can kind of compare it to is just that supportiveness and just that encouragement. And us as guys, we spent so many years, I think, especially most of our generations, thinking that we've got to be tough. We got to be that gritty toughness, right?
Right.
But there comes a point in your life you got to have somebody to talk to. You really got to. And I'm not going to steal this on here because I want Lee to talk, because I'm so excited about seeing him on here. But thank you very much for your support, and I appreciate it. And I just, it's something fun I'm doing, and it means a lot to me. So thank y'all very much for your support.
No problem. Like I said, man, I'm more than happy, and we're here. Like I said, you're doing great things, and I don't know how you keep these two on check, but you're doing a great job.
If I can say one thing, Santa Tom, while I got you live, and I want to say this in front of everybody, that video you did for me yesterday, you have no idea how much it moved me. It made my birthday feel amazing. Thank you for that. I've never had anybody do something like that for me, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, brother. You are very welcome. Thank you.
And if I may, I just want to say, I appreciate all of you very much. This has been a wonderful community to get to know. And even though he's not in here, DL Walker sent me my first Scally. Yeah.
DL's a good guy.
Good people.
Good guy.
Sent me my first one, and he sent the pin that goes with it.
Yep.
So
Nice.
I'm now officially a member. I have my first one. It's a little small on my head, but
Hey, Chief, hang on a second. Let me get the uniform here.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, now you're just showing off.
How you doing, Mr. Lee?
Oh man, I appreciate it. I always talk to Bishop. He reached out to me when I first announced I was coming back, and he said, "Hey, if you're interested in coming on any shows, let me know." And me and Kim talked about it, and majority of the time we're not going to do it. We're just going to lay low key. But I promised him if I was ever going to make an appearance, I kept my word that I would pop on his first. So
Hey man,
here I
appreciate
am.
that.
But
I definitely appreciate it. Hey, funny story. So the first oil I got from Lee, it was Coquito.
yeah,
And that Coquito, and so from Puerto Rico, that thing is a legend. That's something you do. You go to Puerto Rico, you have to try that. You would try that. And when I smelled that, I went into the same profile. I was like, man, I have to have that. And then when it come to find out that he was closing doors, I was like, and I respect that. Trust me, I respect why family comes first. It does to me too. When you did that, then I reached out to him and I told him, I said, hey man, I need to I want to order this, and it was sold out. And then he reached out to me. He goes, do you want the oil and the butter? I got one. I was like, hey, whatever it takes, I want it, and I got it, and I loved it. I have used it very light because it's one of my favorite because it means a lot. And then when he come back, you know, all the stuff that he got, I got some of the stuff. I mean, I liked it. The watermelon one.
Yeah.
My wife liked that
Watermelon?
too. Oh, she's like, man, that thing is just straight up, yeah, watermelon. So
No, I appreciate the support. It was kind of funny because I was closing up shop the end of last year, and I get this random guy named Bishop messaging me, and it's like, he wants my coquito. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, if I had some left over, I'd make him one. So I sent it to him. Didn't know who he was, but I was like, hey, I had enough. But no, I appreciate the support and to chime in what everyone else has said about Tom. It's the whole. Even with everything I've been through with me and Kim, this is a brotherhood. It's a community. And like Tom said, no one should ever hesitate to reach out to any of us for any support of any matter. I mean, I messaged Tom. I said, hey, because he's Mr. Positive, but I reach out to him and say, hey, on the side, are you doing okay? Just to see how you're doing. Because sometimes we forget about the one person that represents a lot of positive influence. So I even had to check on Tom. Had to keep my eyes on him, you know.
So please tell me you're going to bring this back in Christmas time.
Yeah.
Please tell me. This one is fantastic. It needs to make a return. Has to make because hopefully I don't run out.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, me and Kim are just doing limited batches, and when we get around to it, I'm bringing back some butters, but I'm only making a little bit on a weekend. It's just whenever it comes up, but you know, it's really what we can do. Great, but it's that work-life balance and mental health and making sure Kim's good and family comes first, like we've always said, and that's what it's all about. But you know, the bearded community is a family too, so that's another reason why I want to be here and support everyone else. You know, you know, pay it forward, and I plan to do that with anyone else that needs help too.
Well, I tell you, I'll ask Santa Tom around this time if he can have some of his workshop elves come and help you to make this. If you need help, I'm sure Santa Tom wouldn't have a problem with that.
Not a problem.
And you bringing back your wash, right? Your beer wash.
Yeah, my beer wash is back.
Yeah,
I was able to stock that up. So yeah, a little bit of time, and we're just pacing things a little bit without mass producing and stressing about things.
Manageable. Yeah, it's manageable. That's good.
Yep. You know, family and wellness is so important, not just for me, but for Kim or anyone else in the family that needs attention. So, you know, I talked to Chief. I know he's expecting to be a grandpa very soon, and you know, hopefully sooner. Yeah, exactly.
You know what is funny?
Number 4, right, Chief? Number 3.
4. You know what's funny, Lee, that you brought that up, because I know it's unfortunately when things happen, but when things do happen, that's when you see the step up from people. Like I said, unfortunately, it had to be towards the end when you were closing, but you know, that's why me and you stay in conversation, and even afterward, you know, I just is what I was telling Santa Tom about. You know, I like to stay in touch with people, just and I remember when Chief was sick that one time, I just, hey man, how you doing? You feeling all right? You know, just because sometimes all you need to hear is that, hey, I'm here for you, or hey, I hope you're doing better, or everything's gonna be okay. And I say this, unfortunately, the times that happens when people step up, and I don't, and I'm guilty for it, is when something bad happens. You know, me and Jacob, both Jacobs, you know, my brothers, I always keep them on my prayers. Lee, you too, you know, because it's, believe it or not, I have been getting closer and closer. When I started this, I was more afraid of people's gonna accept me or not, because I am a Christian. I don't go to church like I should, but I am a Christian. And at the beginning, I was more afraid of what people was gonna think or accept of me, right? And then now because both Jacobs, I'm not afraid, and I start my show saying, hey, I want to thank God because this and this, because it's true. Without Him, and sometimes we don't appreciate that, but we're not. I don't say appreciate it. Sometimes we don't notice that into something happening in our life, right? And listen, I've been driving for 21 years, and I had 3 incidents that it could have went the other way, and I would have not been here. So
right.
Yeah, sometimes things get put in perspective, and you start looking at things differently for sure.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So Lee, I didn't know you before this and stuff like that, and I really appreciate. I messaged him. I bought all 6 of his new beard
right.
scents, and I really wanted that case to go with it, and he's working something out with me, so I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to first try your stuff. So I want to thank you for that. Just you don't know me, and you're holding everything, and you're keeping in touch, and it's awesome. I'm glad you did fill the squares for the Brady Bunch.
Hey, Jim.
Jim, how you doing?
Hey, listen, this is what a better panel. What a better show. How can it go better? Right? It could get better. I could have Chris from True North here or somebody else, but look, I'm blessed. I have, of course, my brother Baker, Jacked Up Leather, Jacob, Blade Blend. I know, Jacob. I said it wrong. Tactical Sana, Dave, Sana Tom, my brother Chief, Lee, Jim. I had Sasquatch earlier. Listen, what can I ask more? What better can I ask?
I'm gonna go get the wind chimes in a minute, man.
Listen, Bishop, I'm just gonna change my company name to Blaine Blends.
Dude, I screwed your name up for
that
weeks.
works too.
Yeah,
Blaine.
Yeah.
It's Blaine from now on. I'm gonna go to the state of Florida. I'm gonna refile.
Well, that's
Blaine,
okay,
Blaine.
Jacob, because somehow now somebody in the chat called me Dono, D-U-N-O. So now I'm known in the chat room as Duno. Duno or Dono. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I don't know how that happened, but
Hey, Sasquatch, elegant Sasquatch, like when I say butter.
Butter.
Butter, yeah.
Butter.
Oh,
No, in all seriousness, it's become funny, or fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I remember when I first got on, I don't know if it was the Bearded Respect. I think it was the Tres Amigos, but my name got mispronounced so many times, and I'm like, it's become sort of a fun thing with the community. Dan would be like, "Hey, what's that caveman from Blaine Blends that I love so much?" I love it.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Real quick, I just wanted to say, Lee, it's great to see you here. Haven't met you yet. We've talked a couple times on Instagram.
Yeah.
And Santa Tom started me on a new addiction, and that is with EDC. He sent me a bottle of Buzzcut, and I absolutely love it. But that was at the time before we knew that you were coming back, and I've been kind of babying that one, and definitely can't. I'm looking forward to getting more of your product as well.
I appreciate it, Dave. Definitely appreciate the shout out, and you too, Baker. Kind words, and climbing back up and getting back up and dusting the dirt off of our shoulders and trying to just get back into a normal routine and talking to Kim about what's important in life and what we want to do, but also what we enjoy doing. So it's kind of finding that balance and being able to come back and just reconnect with everybody. I love it. I mean, that's what we do it for. And when Kim gives me crap and goes, "We just get in the lab and start working on something," and I'm like, "Okay, don't have to tell me twice,"
Right.
No, I appreciate it, definitely, Dave. I do. Thank you.
Well, Dave, Lee was the first one to introduce me to Barrage Oil.
Yep.
His company, and fell in love with it.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, during the round robin, one of your first round robins, I remember. That was fun. Yeah.
So
more importantly, Tombstone for a movie. For me, Tombstone. And just like Uncle Tom, Mr. Tom over there, Uncle Tom, Crimson Gold. That's what I'm rocking today too. So excellent stuff.
And listen, that's one of the greatest. This is the great thing about this brotherhood is an owner is rocking somebody else. You know what I mean? That is the amazing thing that because in no other business you will see that happening except here in the beer community, because it's just amazing. I mean, I'm telling you.
Well, Bryant actually from Dead Man's Beard Co. shouted out Greg, the owner of Sunshine State Grooming, on Facebook, and really, because he had no clue that he was a beard product company owner. Right. And Greg is such a supporter of everybody, has been supporting Dead Man's and other companies for years, and has just been so supportive that he found out. So he really reached out and just put a very, very nice deal out about Greg. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm very, very impressed. Very impressed.
Me too. I was happy with the product. I got a couple of his. Hemingway and the Crimson Gold I'm using tonight. Both are fantastic. And, again, it's supporting one another, giving constructive feedback. I try to reach out to a lot of people and say, good or bad, give me something. Let me know honestly what you think, because we're all trying to improve and continue being creative and learning what other people want and what customers are looking for. So those things in feedback are just critical. And like Tom said, Bryant's great dude, and other companies where they suggest other companies to try out, because one quote I've always loved was, it's not to compete, it's to collaborate, work together. We're all in the same group pretty much, so make work together and make everyone successful, happy, and have everyone enjoy the products.
It's funny that you bring that up, because I'll confess, I haven't really tried a whole lot of anybody's stuff. I've had Ravens. Goken's an awesome dude. I've had Dan's, but I have such a sensitive situation with my nose. Like, stuff can set me off.
Right.
And if I'm not, I almost feel guilty about this, because I love so many people in the community, and I'm constantly telling people about the beard oil companies in the community, but I have tried very little of what's out there, because I have such a sensitive, I get headaches so easily from stuff I smell. But I am so confident in the owners that are in the community that I have absolutely no problem talking about them and recommending them to other people. It's almost like you can say with confidence that the people are what's making the company great, right? It's the people that are doing it, and that's so rare. Like, how many companies are you going to say, hey, I'm going to recommend these people because I know who they are and I recommend them, not necessarily with them, and I know they're going to come up with a good product. So, like I said, I almost feel guilty I don't use more of what's in the community, but I don't know you very well, Lee, but Goken and Dan and Sasquatch, like, I see such great stuff. True North, there's so many great people in this community that make products. There really are.
And also keep in mind that it's not always about buying their product. It's connecting with them, picking their brain. Kudos to Tara from True North. When I just first started, I reached out to her. It's like, Tara, how do I do international shipping? And she took the time. Yeah. She took the time to help me, so I always give her props on that. I mean, so True North, it shows that they work with other companies. Corey from Weatherbeard really helped launch out me and a couple other people too. There's random questions that company owners and influencers just want to ask. Hey, what'd you think of this? Or get honest feedback. That's still another resource. There's ways to support each other that way too. So
speaking of international shipping, I sent UPS to somebody in Montreal, $91 at delivery. God. And this customer bought about $130. I think it was $136, which included the shipping. And he messaged me and said, "Dude, it's $91."
Wow.
I paid it. I just paid it.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know how to fix this. I could not believe it was $91 at it was $31 already, and it was $91 when the customer was getting ready to pick it up.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm gobsmacked. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to ship out of country anymore.
Yeah, it makes you feel like it's not worth it almost, you know?
It's ridiculous.
Right.
I have one going to Switzerland right now, and I have no idea what's going to happen when it gets there.
Like I said, listen, we were talking about this the other day on the show because I had tried to make make my own oil once and butter. Yes, I guess I was trying to be cheap, but but it's you guys have a hard job. I mean, what you guys do, everybody think making oil is easy, and it's not, because from the raw products, the bottles, labeling. I mean, the initial investment is a lot. And not only that, I had to hear from the wife about the mess I made in the kitchen counter when I tried to make the oil and the butter. Yeah, that was just more than enough for me to do, right? So,
that's one of the things that I absolutely love about the community, though. I mean, as far as gatekeeping, that doesn't happen much in this community.
Right.
I can go to, I could get on Instagram and I can talk to Chief and say, hey, what do you think about this? I could talk to Dino. I could talk to anybody here. I've had discussions with Jacob, and it's even with Chris and Tara. And as far as companies that are willing to help push and willing to help give you ideas, True North, they're right up on the top with that. GoCon, he's a great individual as well. I mean, there's nobody here that I don't respect, just for even just saying, hey, you know what? Have you thought about this? And just kind of give you that motivation. The great people, great community.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Dave, you got a comment. Your wife's coming in the front door. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Oh, okay. She's probably wanting me to mute because the dogs are going to go nuts. But I'll go ahead and mute for a second.
So Dino and Tom, feels kind of different being on the other side, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice.
Yep.
I'm sitting here and I'm, we got some product reviewers in here. You got Dino, you got Dave, you got Chief and myself and Bishop and Baker. I guess everybody here but the company owners. But, I'm sitting here thinking about, wearing this EDC hat, and Lee was probably one of the first companies that I really started doing reviews on. And every now and then I'll run across one of them old videos and Chief, how horrible are your original videos, man? Are you even able to watch them?
I want to just take them down.
Compared to like the ones you're putting out now, you go back and Lee had some nice thing to say, but just doing some things that, oh my gosh, as a company owner, I can only imagine them sitting there going, thanks.
even now, because my last video that I made, I have sound on. The last video that I made, I have sound on and music on behind. And Chief just reached out to me and said, hey, man, this might need to fix this. But I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. For me, yeah, I know that the music was a little bit loud, but, some of the stuff you don't think. So even now, you have to still I appreciate that feedback from my brother, because they told me what I got to do. I remember when I was doing my reviews, I was always looking down on a piece of paper, and Chief told me, hey, get your whiteboard. That'd be your best friend. And since that, I had upgraded. I had a small whiteboard. Now I got a standing up whiteboard. So, and it does help you. It's little things like that. So that is a great thing,
Right.
It's hearing for somebody else that they've been doing it longer, just trying to help you.
I don't want to go back and watch my stuff because. So when I first started going into it, I want to put all this information in there, and I want to do these really thorough reviews, right? And my target was always 5 minutes, right? But next thing I know, I'm looking at my review's 10 minutes long. It's 11 minutes long, and you start rambling, right? When you're new to this, you just keep rambling, and you're like, oh, I forgot this, and you just keep on going and going and going. So yeah, I know if I go back and watch, I'm probably gonna cringe. I'm like, oh, this is painful. I can't believe I did that.
Hey, you know who the best person to reach out to if you are a content creator and want to get some the real advice or real honest, true opinion? Reach out to Chief. Now, you can't get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
But reach out to Chief and say, hey, would you mind looking this and critiquing it? Now, he's going to critique it. But you'll get some of the best advice I got is, it's too long.
Yeah.
Or it's, you need to trim that 15, 20-minute review down to, you're not Dan Cedar, bud. Go ahead and trim it down.
I remember when I first started doing stuff, I would always, before I would even post it, I'd send Chief a link and be like, Chief, please watch this. What do you think? And man, everything he told me, I'm like, all right, next one I got to do this. And I just kept getting better and better listening to Chief. Look at this guy. Look at this bearded scallywag. What's going on, Sean?
What's going on, guys?
What's happening, brother?
What's up, Sean? Guys, listen, I hate to interrupt real quick. I'm going to run. It is getting time for me to get ready for bed. I got to go in there and spend some time with my wife. Thank y'all so much. Sean, I'm not running off because you're jumping in here, brother. Now it just got cool. But guys, I love every one of you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you.
All right, buddy. See you.
Bye-bye.
I think Santa Tom got scared because he had the full Monday Night Mayhem crew here, and he's got the Scallywag crew here. I think he got scared.
Hey, but how cool was that Santa Tom took the time to join me? Join us.
I want to know who scared Jim away.
Oh, he was having problems.
I don't know.
He was having problems with the mic. He just texted me and told me that he was going to try to come on from his laptop.
I don't know. I think he scared him away, Bishop. I don't know.
So you guys, I'm kind of the new guy on the block with the YouTube and stuff like that. So I've been going through all kinds of hassles and jumping through hoops and just trying to stay on. I personally look at all my videos and I could see an improvement, and I could see little things that I think I should cut out and move out and do other things and stuff. But it's tough. I really appreciate what you guys go through. I mean, it really, it's a tough to keep it lively. I love playing off of Bishop, with this show and stuff like that. So what you guys are doing is really good, and I really appreciate you guys.
Well, I can definitely chime in on my end. Just like the content creators and influencers and such, the beard company owners have grown as well. So we look back at some of the older labels and things that we've done for advertising and all that. I don't want to see that old stuff either. It's like, it's horrible. But it also look back and smile. Hey, look how much we've grown. Right. And just like you guys are doing your video, look how much you've improved. So, always take a time to reflect where you came from, and where you are now, and be appreciative and thankful. And, especially all the feedback you get to help you grow is what you're looking for,
Yeah.
So do you guys edit your videos? Because I don't anymore. I do. I've done 10, 20 takes to get it right, but editing takes too long and it feels like a job to me. Yeah. So if I don't get it right on one take, and I'll take that one and I'll move that copy over in my little video storage, place, and that's the one I'm going to publish, and then I delete the rest of them. But editing for me, it sucks the life and the fun out of the review. Sitting there for 2 or 3 hours, I said nope, no more.
So if I can throw my hat in this just to talk about editing, I used to do wedding and sports videos, and I used to sit in hours in editing suites. You've got to plan for the pause. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is, if you have 10 seconds that you want to say something and you know exactly what you're going to say, and that's the plan, you plan for 20 seconds. You plan for the before and you plan for after. And that before and after is what you cut, right? If you plan on doing your scenes that way, it makes editing so much easier. If you don't plan for the cut, you're going to constantly be second guessing yourself. Was this the take I liked? Was this the take I liked? Was this the take I liked? You plan for the cut, right? If you practice that, say you've got 15 segments that you want to cover for an oil or a product review, and those 15 seconds, you have them scripted out. You do each segment, you get the one you want, you put it in your post editing suite, and you do the rest. And you discard the ones you don't like. You just get rid of them. So that way you're not thinking about them. But every cut that you have, you're going to like. And then you just make them so you've got your cuts in between. And you cut out the 10 to 15 seconds that are, or whatever per clip.
Right.
That's it, man. That's all it is.
Right.
And, when I would do a highlight reel for a high school kid trying to get into college, I would go through hours and hours of game tape, and I would, look at what was there, and I would look at the plays that the parents highlighted, and I would say, okay, I know that from 1 minute 10 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds, this is this play. So I would go 5 seconds before it started. I would go 5 seconds after it started, and my edits were in between, and I would cut the fat after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, you will save yourself so much time and headache and effort. And the minute I started doing that way, I spent 75% less time editing a video.
Right.
So
cool. Good advice.
Yeah, I mean, I do edit quite a bit, and I think that's obvious in my videos. It's one of those things I've learned to enjoy in a way. I don't know, Chief, maybe I'm crazy. I do enjoy it from time to time. There's times where it's aggravating. I have issues sometimes when I'm recording, so it's kind of getting through those and making it look natural, which is difficult sometimes for me. But yeah, I absolutely edit, and that's so I can actually go back through and watch it myself. Because if I don't, I'm probably not going to even look at it again afterwards.
Right.
Chief, do you like seeing yourself on the recording? I mean, do you enjoy looking at what you're doing, or are you like me? I never like seeing myself. I never like watching myself back.
Well, it's
It
about
doesn't
tone
bother me as
and
much
delivery,
now.
I think.
Yeah.
If you don't like the because I've got an aggressive personality, aggressive face, and I come across aggressive, and I understand that. But I'm a sweetheart. Just ask me, I'll tell you. But if I deliver something and I don't like my tone or the way I said something, I'll scrap the whole thing and start over again.
Well, instead of doing that, why don't you lean into it? I mean, you can be aggressive without being intimidating.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you're retired Navy, you're a Master Chief, like lean into it.
Right.
Yeah, to a point, yeah, but I mean, it's just I want to watch it like I'm not me, and I'll be like, okay, that didn't quite sound right. If it didn't sit right with me, it's not going to sit right with everybody else. So the whole thing's getting scrapped, and I'll just start over.
Let's start again.
Yeah,
I scrap a lot. Like
how would you talk to your grandkids?
Oh, I love my grandkids, man. They can get away with murder, little buggers.
Well, so if you don't want to lean into the kind of aggressive, gruff retired Navy guy with the hands, maybe think of your audience as your grandkids.
Yeah, I kind of do because, like I said, I put myself in somebody else's shoes. Would I enjoy watching this? Did the tone come across properly? And it was just a couple little things like that. If the tone sounded wrong or, my fluctuation in my voice was a little weird, scrapped.
I do the same thing. I tell everybody I'm a one-take Santa. Like, I don't edit. I go for the whole thing. If I screw up, I start over again because I'm not going to sit there and edit. But one thing that I learned to do is I've actually brought more of the tactical Santa character into what I do now. I'm more comfortable with it, and I rock and roll with that. You guys have probably noticed watching my stuff lately, the motivational reels or the ones I talk about situational awareness. I dive into that character. I portray him. I let the persona come out. I have fun with it. I think where I kind of lacked when I was doing mostly beard product stuff was I was trying to be too serious. I was trying to be somebody I wasn't. And I finally came to the realization, why am I holding myself back? I need to just let this personality come out and have fun with everything I do.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it now.
Right.
No.
All right, gentlemen. It's that
I
time.
think-
I'm going to go entertain the wifey now, but I wanted to pop in and say hi to everybody. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, I
Bishop,
appreciate it.
It's good to see you.
everybody.
Tell 'em I
Thank
sent you my.
Appreciate it, sir.
Appreciate you guys. Take care.
Send you a
Yep.
message on Instagram, Lee.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All
man. See ya.
Sean, how the hell
so-
are you, buddy?
Good. How you doing?
Chilling, waiting for that grandbaby to come out.
That's it. That's
Sean,
it.
you see the scally that DL sent me? My first one.
What's that?
Sean, DL sent me my first scally, man.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Where's that from?
Yeah.
Dad?
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the dad. Yeah, he even sent me the pin.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, it was really awesome of him.
Welcome to the addiction, man. The addiction on
Yeah.
that. Almost as bad as
Well, I got a fat head, man. So I gotta find ones that fit my head. You know, a year ago this would not have fit, but I've lost 60 pounds, so it actually fits my head. But
Right.
I need to get some
Right.
bigger.
Nice.
So you
Speaking
know,
of fat
so this is the first time I've ever seen Sean on a live that I've been part of. So I've been dying to
Yeah,
ask
we've been-
Sean the question. I got to ask Sean the question, Chief. What do you think?
What's that?
Sean, here's the question. If you could see any celebrity, rock and roller, any musician, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
I'd party with Lemmy.
Yeah.
That would be, Lemmy or Jim Morrison or John Lennon for me would be my three.
Yep.
If I could have a choice of them. I went through a huge Doors and Beatles fans as a kid.
Mhm.
I was a total metalhead, man, but I always had this thing for the Doors, especially when the movie came out and all that.
Right.
I think I was 13 when the movie came out, so it was like that, the Beatles.
Lizard King.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
I bought all the poetry books that he had and stuff. He was in depth, he would probably one of those three would be pretty awesome. Lemmy, I just always loved Motorhead.
Yeah.
And Waylon Jennings would be another one that's up there. And the album's coming out, man. Waylon Jennings too. I saw that his son
Right.
found 3 albums worth of stuff they're releasing.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Heck yeah.
And I can't see me, so I don't know if I look all right or what, or if I'm in the right angle. So
Good.
You're good, man.
I'm trying to get used to all this stuff. We just did a test with Walker on the StreamYard, and we're just all over the place. And then I've been the farm, and I had a fender bender at work yesterday, so I'm a CDL driver. So I've been
Right.
paid but somebody parked right in front of the dock, and it clipped. Oh man, so it's been a rough couple days, but. But
Right.
want to pop on, chill out with you guys for a few minutes, man.
Heck yeah.
DL,
So,
I
Sean-
see you in the chat. Look, it's the scally, man. Thank you so much.
So you did a test with your show. How did it go?
I think it went all right. It just showed in the middle of the screen, so we're trying to figure that out. We wanted to make sure for tomorrow night that it wasn't, as little hiccups as possible. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I've been going back and forth between StreamYard and Restream, and I just went with StreamYard for this one to see how it goes. And supposedly streamed on the Beard Scallywag YouTube, the Man Who Wants Facebook, and the Beard Scallywag's Instagram. So we'll see. I didn't go. I hopped off of that, came right on here, so I didn't look to see if it actually did all that. But that's where it's supposed to go. So
I
You
did
ever
see
wanna
the
reach out?
prompt. Oh, sorry, Chief. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you ever want to reach out to Dino? We've had all our problems worked out, man. If you just give him a call or
Right.
FaceTime or something, he'll be like, "Yeah, don't do this, do that, don't do this."
Oh, okay.
We've
Yeah.
had our share of problems, and I
Re-
think we got them
Restream.
pretty much nailed.
Yeah. For Restream, I know Restream, but if you have problems with StreamYard, reach out to Santa Tom.
Okay.
To Santa Tom. So, because the Trace Amigos is on StreamYard, the
Okay.
Monday Night Mayhem is on Restream. So, yeah, either or, just reach out to one of us and we'll help you.
Yeah, that's
as
why I
much
was
as we can.
torn with the two. I'm like, I wasn't sure
Right.
which one to get, but it looked like because I'm doing it all from a phone, so it looked
Yeah.
like StreamYard's a little more streamlined where you could do it better running it from the
Right.
phone.
Right.
But we're just looking to have some fun tomorrow. We wanted to pick a day where we wasn't really going up against any of your guys' shows. And
Talk to one of us
and
tomorrow.
all the- I'm like, torn with the two. I'm like,
Right.
And there he is, Jim.
What's up, Jim?
Hey.
Hey,
Can y'all hear
Soka,
me?
this is Jim's Small Town Traditions. This is the guy I've been telling you about.
Right.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Jim,
Sure.
definitely hear you.
Man, I learned a valuable lesson. So what I had to do was get off a Restream and open it up in a browser.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, all these permissions popped up where they can access my camera and my microphone. And Bishop, I bought the laptop just for you, buddy. Just for you, because the phone stinks with Restreams. Oh man, looks like y'all are having a good time tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun.
Yep.
Right.
So, Sean, when's your show tomorrow?
Demented.
What time? No, what time?
Demented Ones. I mean, or the Demented Show. Going back and forth. We named it Demented Dudes. It's going to be all beards, horror, movies, like all kinds of things. But you know, we're trying to talk Melissa into being a weekly staple. So we might change it to the Demented Show if we can get her to become. We think once she gets that first live bug, she might be down to like come in, and then we're gonna have pinheads come in for a segment each week, or we'll talk about them because they're sponsored it. Us actually hooked us up a little bit through the end of the year and stuff like that. So. And we've been Pinhead's been doing a lot of giveaways and scallywags and stuff, and they make some top notch stuff. So they mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, man, let's roll with it to the end of the year, see what happens. You know?
Sean, I work weekends. I'm off this week on a bereavement, so you know, send me your link, man. I'll subscribe, and I'll try to watch if I'm on break for a couple minutes. I do with True North too, and you know, and Bishop and stuff. I'll pop in. I'll say, hey, you know, and I have to get off because my breaks are real short, but.
Awesome. Yeah, that's what I end up doing. Is a lot of times with a lot of your guys' shows, if I don't catch them live, like I'll go back and rewatch them, like in the off, you know, and then when you guys are off the air.
What time is your show, Sean?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, Sundays at 7 to 8:30, depending if it goes over a little bit, but
So just so you know, I'll be watching your replay because I'm on at 7 with the wrestling show. So I will watch your replay. I will watch it.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, you do have? Oh, you're on a show at 7? I didn't realize that.
It's a wrestling show. It's not. Not a beard show. So it's a wrestling. But I will definitely. After I'm done with that, I will rewatch yours. Yeah.
Nice. And we're gonna do, which I should have announced already, actually, but doing a big giveaway from Melissa at Tameless tomorrow too. We're gonna go live with that because she's gonna be the guest. We're gonna give away a couple oils, soaps. Something else. Oils, soaps, a blob, I think.
Right.
Sean, I'm convinced Tactical Santa is a vampire. He's got way too much going on. I don't think he's.
I see him all over the place, man. I don't know how you do it. I'm not starting up one show and already I'm over this, dude. I didn't even do an episode yet. I'm over this.
I'm not married and I don't have kids. That's how I do it. I'm not married and don't have kids, so I got tons of time. And then I've got a 4th show coming July 19th. 30 Spray J is going to be the host. He's like, you got to do another show. I'm like, I already got 3. And he goes, no, you got to do a show about you and you're a bodyguard and celebrities you met and all that. And I'm like, well, here's the deal. I'll do it, but you're producing it. I mean, we'll do it on my Restream, my YouTube, but you're the host. You have to do all the work. I just show up and answer questions. Right. So July 19th will be the first show. So it should be pretty interesting. 30 Spray J is a pretty interesting guy. So show 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Tactical Santa, I got to ask you one question.
All right.
Why is Roundhouse your favorite movie?
Roundhouse.
No, you mean Roadhouse?
No, Roundhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
So,
I knew it was your favorite movie because you corrected me.
So I bounced for a long time. I was a bouncer, and I was actually considered what he was. I was a cooler at a lot of the clubs that I worked at, but it was a fun movie when it came out. And then it was funny when you're a bouncer. Like, so when I was bouncing, people are like, you ever seen that movie Roadhouse? I'm like, man, it's like the bouncer Bible, right? Everybody that bounces has seen that, right? When everybody found out that I was a bodyguard the first day, have you seen that Kevin Costner movie, The Bodyguard? I'm like, no, I've never seen that. Tell me about it, you know? But yeah.
That Roadhouse is a good movie. Roadhouse, it is a legit good movie.
Now I will tell you what, if you guys haven't seen the remake that Jake Gyllenhaal was in, the Roadhouse that Amazon did, It's good. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but it's
it good?
Really good.
I boycotted it, man. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to remake it.
Well, you have to take it this way. It really doesn't follow the original Roadhouse if you
Right.
just take it for what it is, and it's really fun. Dude, it's a fun. It's almost like being on a roller coaster ride. It's fun and entertaining. So if you take it as just being a movie and not trying to replace Patrick Swayze, it was a
Right.
fun movie. Yeah.
And it's got Conor McGregor in it, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, I should watch that.
So, Mr.
Yeah,
Jim,
it's-
how you doing, sir?
Who, me?
Yes, how you doing?
Oh, man, I'm doing great.
Hey, you're quiet over there, so we got you to
No,
get
I'm
out.
just, I'm just listening. Just listening, man. No, I'm trust me, I'm doing great. Yep. We were able to finally get all the kids together today, and we went out to dinner, so that's why I was late. And then, obviously, I'm not a very tech savvy person, so I appreciate y'all being patient with me.
No problem.
Right.
It's been a great
We
day.
thought Blaine Blends pissed you off and you left.
Oh man. You know, we should see if we can break the internet sometime, Chief. We need to get DL and Sean on the Monday Night Mayhem show and see if we can't break the internet. Because if you got Monday Night Mayhem with the Scallywags, you know it's going to break the internet, man.
Right.
Scally Mayhem.
That's right.
For sure.
Yeah, anytime, man. I know you had asked a couple times, Dino, but
Yeah.
like with
You got baseball and stuff, yeah.
Baseball's over now, so
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
if ever you guys want us on, man, you know.
Well, I will tell you this. You have an open invitation anytime. You and DL can get a hold of me, and I'll pencil you in. Anytime you guys want to come in, you are more than welcome. And to tell you the truth, everybody on this panel that's been on this panel, if any of you want to come on, you guys have an open invitation. We'll always have you on. Yep. Except for this Monday night, because we got the ladies' night, and
it's a
Chief might not be with us because his daughter might have the baby Monday, so it might be poor Bishop and I to fend
Right.
for ourselves. This is how it happens, Bishop, right? So Chief is making you and I get our backs waxed at Buckeye Beer Battle, right? He doesn't have to get his. Monday night, we got all the ladies coming on. And he's like, "Oh, my daughter, I think he kind of planned this. Oh, my
Right.
daughter, she's gonna have a baby. I can't be there." He's always hanging us out to dry, Bishop.
Well,
what do we ever do? What do we do to this guy?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
listen, so on the Monday night show, I'll be in for a little bit. Then the special guest will come in because I have to step out. So I'll be in for probably first half, and then I'm gonna step out, and that special guest will come in on my behalf. So I just letting you guys know.
Wait, Monday?
Yeah,
Monday.
Yeah,
That's all news to me.
You see, it's a surprise.
Okay.
It's a surprise for the ladies.
How is it that I'm the one running the restream and I'm
And
the
you
one
don't know
that's doing- I don't know anything, man. I'm like, hey, there we
It
go.
just happened. It just happened. So this person is gonna cover up for me because I have some situations I got to take care of. But she's gonna just pop up. It's gonna be like almost like nothing happened. Trust me.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I hope I can be there. Baker, what category are you in at Worlds, and what day are you on stage?
I'm not going to compete.
What?
What you
Yeah,
mean?
What are you talking about, Willis?
Chief, look at my sides.
And
Who cares?
It's all still light here, so
Baker,
if I went-
Baker, you're gonna be
Hold
there.
on.
It's
I'm
Worlds.
holding it back.
Need to go for it.
Listen,
Go for it.
I don't think anybody sitting here has looked at Worlds and said, "I'm gonna go win it." You know what it's about? Just competing to say you've done it, man. Just
Yep.
do it. Just enter.
Yep.
I'm just not happy with it. If I was going to compete, I would shave back to a goatee, and then I would compete.
Okay, shave the goatee.
Yeah, and then start fresh.
Do it.
I have
people.
people.
It's all about dedication, right? When I was down at the Appalachian Beard Mafia one, Bobby
Yeah.
Mullins, the owner of Mystery Mountain, right? We're sitting there, and this is the best strategy I've ever seen. He looks and he goes, "Nobody has entered the Whaler division." He went and shaved. He was the only one. He's like, "I'm gonna win," and he went up there. He was the only one, and he took first place. So I mean,
That's dedication.
Right.
What's
Strategy,
the whaler
man.
division? What is
Strategy.
that?
Well, here's
That was,
here's the funny thing. So I have people telling me, "Yo, grow it, rock it, see what it does, stuff like that. Don't worry about it." And now I got everybody saying, "Okay, let's cut it down and and go back to goatee." So if I go back to goatee, I will compete.
It's a Catalina wine mixer.
Right. But I'll tell you, man,
God.
I think that you'll regret if you don't compete because you're going to be there anyway. So
Yeah.
just compete, man. Just compete. Because if not, I mean, here's the thing: you see Chief with the knife hand, right? Wait till you see
got
that.
two of them.
Wait till you see that in person.
Yeah.
Man, like the
I
video
agree, Amber.
doesn't give it justice, man. You see it in person, and you're gonna be like, "I'll compete, whatever you want me to do."
I think I'm going to take, if I get a picture or a sticker of Pud, I'm going to put Pud on my hat or on my shirt and take him on stage with me.
Nice.
So, about being voluntold for these things, guys, I think at some point that's just going to come back tenfold on Chief. What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree.
Your big shoulders. Let's go.
So here's the thing, though. Everybody on this panel, you need to help give myself and Bishop ideas on how we get Chief back at the Buckeye Beard Battle 4.
Right.
Because he said next year's his turn. So we get to volunteer Chief to do something next year since he voluntold us this year. So everybody's got to come up with something good that we can make Chief do.
Man, I went through 6 weeks of initiation for Chief Petty Officer. They did their best to break me, man. You ain't got nothing.
They had
Nothing.
rules. They had rules, Chief.
No.
They had rules. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Chief, you have guys in circles just doing this to you all the time.
You haven't seen how bad Elf Team 6 can
It
get.
cramps
my
up
friends.
after a while.
Elf Team 6.
Do you have a couple seaman recruits up there? And you're like,
Actually, I better be nice and behave because I'm spending the next couple nights at Chief's house. So, Chief,
Yeah.
I take that back, man. We ain't gonna do nothing to you. You're all good, man.
Might give you some ammonium
It's
brownies.
Bishop. It's Bishop. It's Bishop.
Hey, so are you guys, Chief, Dino? Are you guys doing the Three Amigos show from over there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably on this couch.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I will miss that one. You guys have a guest already for that show or not yet?
that's this coming week or the following week?
This coming week.
It's coming week, yeah. Raven. Isn't it Raven? Raven Beard.
I'd have to check my phone. I think.
Yeah, Raven.
I think
I think it's Raven Beard Company, yeah.
Goham. Yeah, he's a really good man. You know that he got a kid. He wrote in 2023. He wrote a kid's book.
Nice.
I got it, and it is pretty good. I got it. I read it to my son.
Yeah.
He has a hardtop copy, paperback copy, and a Kindle copy. I got it from Amazon, $10, and it is pictures and stuff like that. I mean, I told him, I said, man, what have you not done?
Right.
He's a bit of a renaissance man for sure.
Yeah.
So
he has a lot of knowledge, man. He's a great person. So.
I mean, Gokhan's one of those guys that I can listen, just talk for hours. And every time he starts talking about, I mean, he could probably talk about a sock and I'm going to be interested in it forever. It just, he just has a way of just kind of captivating me and just kind of just to listen to what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, and as a beer owner, as a beer company owner, I mean, Jim, so Jim and Jacob is beer owners, but it takes a lot. You guys do an amazing job. So some of his oils, I mean, I got like 6 or 7 of his oils. The combination of stuff and how many is, and you don't feel, I saw one of them, and by the look of it, I didn't think I was gonna like it, and then I put it on. And it felt different than what I expected. I was like, how he come up with them ideas,
Right.
It just blows my mind. He's just a book of knowledge.
Well, like I always say, I don't consider beer company owners like owners, I consider them artists.
Yeah.
Because they're truly artists
Right.
with what they do, right?
Right.
They're masters of their trade. They're artists when it comes to making scent profiles. You know, the way they can put things together is amazing, and that's what artists do, right?
Right.
So yeah. So I do have a question for everybody going to Worlds. Are you guys ready to see Tactical Santa in these shoes?
I wouldn't expect anything less.
DL, what's up, brother?
Look at DL.
You guys
What's
asked,
up,
and I
guys?
delivered.
I figured I'd pop my ugly mug in here for 5 or 10 minutes.
Look sharp, DL.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Looking
I
good.
love it.
I'm glad you're digging it, man. It looks good on you.
Thank you. I still got a fat head.
Don't feel bad. I
That's
do
all right, man. That's all right. I got a pinhead.
I'm telling you right now, I couldn't have worn this last year. I could not have worn it last year. It fits me. Last year, it would not have fit me at all. So,
Well, that just means you're moving in the right direction.
yeah. 60,
That's right.
60 65 pounds now since May of last year. So,
Heck yeah.
John?
That's
What
awesome,
did you do?
man.
What did you do for that change?
I mean, getting on, let me just be a little bit of a men's health advocate right now. If you're snoring, you probably have sleep apnea, and you need to get a sleep study. Let's just start there.
Yep.
That was killing me faster and faster. And May of last year, I ended up in the hospital. I finally started using a CPAP, but I didn't get any meds for what was going on with me. So my heart was being surrounded by water and started pressing in on me, and it was killing me. Thankfully, I got it all treated. I started taking berberine, which lowered my A1C and fixed my insulin, and corrected my LDL and HDL. But sleep, I mean, look, and to get on the soapbox, if you are not sleeping, you are not doing the right thing for yourself.
Right.
If you are not getting restorative rest, you are going to kill yourself faster and faster and faster. And you being dead does not help anybody.
Absolutely.
I ignored my wife and my mom for probably 14 years. And 14 years ago, I weighed about $195, and I was still playing ice hockey at a fairly high level, even in my 30s. And I was playing with professionals in an elite league in Brandon. I mean, there was guys in the NHL that were in that league, and I was playing with them without a problem.
Right.
And within a couple of years, after working nights and not getting enough rest, I put on almost 90 pounds.
Wow.
And by the time 2017 hit, I was 370. I lost a whole bunch of weight. I didn't get the sleep apnea resolved. I lost about 75 pounds. I put all of it back on. If you know anybody in your life that's snoring and not getting restorative rest, you need to get on them about doing it. And if it's happening to you, you need to do something about it.
Right.
Jacob,
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's one of those things I've been looking into as well. It's one of those things that I need to take care of. And anymore, I believe they actually send the equipment home.
Yeah.
So before you actually had to do the sleep study at an office or whatnot. But I think you can actually take the stuff home with you now, which is going to make things a whole lot easier too.
My sleep study, I had a watch that had an O2 monitor on it, and it had a lead that I attached to my chest. This was 2 months after I started using the machine, after I was on blood pressure meds, which I needed, and I was on diuretics. 2 months after I already started using CPAP, I had my sleep study. I had 93 events an hour, and my O2 level was 71 at the lowest.
Right.
That was one night.
Right.
Let me tell you, brother. I don't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to interject. I used to weigh 335 pounds. I'm only 5'5". I was having such bad sleep apnea. I was, during my sleep study, they came in to wake me up from the sleep study because I was I would stop breathing upwards of 112 times an hour.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, man. Sleep is so important. And you know, let me just say this. Since I got on the right medicines for my diabetes and everything, right now I'm 183 pounds.
Right.
And I went from taking 4 to 6 shots of insulin a day.
Yep.
I haven't taken insulin in 2 years.
Heck yeah, brother.
I'm on one pill a day.
Yep.
And
yeah, that's what
you can change. Anybody can change things around.
Just like yep. You know, there's another thing everybody
That's
should,
awesome,
you know,
Leo.
when you're getting older too, something to check on. And it snuck up on me, and I absolutely had no idea about 2 things. I went to take a stress test at my cardiologist because the work I was at, finally I got Blue Cross insurance, and they're like, my mom's like, you got good insurance now, go get checked. Because my dad has heart problems. I went in, doctor's looking at me, I do the stress test, and he's like, hey, something's not looking right. You need to go get cathed. I go get cathed, I go cathed, and they're like, if anything's wrong, we're going to put stents in you. I'm awake when they do it. They don't put stents in me, so I'm like, things must be good, right? Doc comes back, he goes, you got the Widowmaker, we got to open you up. Like, you need open heart. So here's the stubborn tactical Santa in me. I look at the surgeon's like, listen, like, you probably need 2 or 3 done. We're going to see when we get in there what we're going to do, right? So I'm like, that's cool. I got classes to teach this month, so can we do this like next month? And he goes, sure. He goes, sure, you might be dead by then, but we can wait. And I'm like, oh. He goes, yeah. He goes, you know, if something happens, you got that Widowmaker, you'll be dead before you hit the ground. So I had no indication, nothing was wrong with me, because they kept asking me, like, how do you feel? I'm like, I feel good. I feel like $1 million. I could go out and do anything I want right now. And go in and getting a stress test, especially when you get older, get that checked because you don't know. Unfortunately, my cousin passed away last year. He had the Widowmaker. He wouldn't go get checked. Went home, was out with his family, went home, said, hey, I'm tired, laid down, never woke up.
That's what I had. That's what I had 3 years ago. Day before Thanksgiving was the Widowmaker, you know, and that was wild. But I'm arguing with them because they keep doing EKG after EKG. I went in there for bronchitis. I'm like, dude, I got bronchitis. Can you just like give me a CPAP and send me out of here? Like, doing all these EKGs and all this. They're like, sir, you're in heart failure. Like, you're having a heart attack. I'm like, heart attack? You know, I didn't get a test pain. It was all in the back. And stuff. So I thought I was having bronchitis. I'm like, I'm arguing with them. Like, how many EKGs are you gonna do? Like, just, you know, I gotta pay for some of this crap, dude. Like, just give me a CPAP and send me home.
Right.
Like, ain't working like that tonight. You know what I mean? So
they I haven't done a stress test, but they did the ultrasound on my heart.
Yeah, I just
I had a little bit of my heart wasn't working quite what it was supposed to. You know, they noticed a little bit of my heart not working right. But no blockages or anything that they could detect. Now I know that there's more that has to be done, but you know, I've been on a beta blocker for a year, and I'm no longer having the water retention, and you know, I'm just
left out.
Feeling fantastic now, but I got a long way to go, you know. And I just want to say, like, I think for a lot of things that we do, we make excuses, and it's just a bunch of men on here, so I'll say it. I know the ladies listening, but you know, we need to do a better job for our ladies. You know, we need to do a better job for our ladies. You know, my wife, my mom told me for a long time, you got sleep apnea, and I just thought, I'm just gonna not do anything about it. I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna keep working, gonna keep making money for my family, but I was putting myself so much on the back burner that I almost died.
Right.
You know,
I'm
gonna stop doing that.
Medical examiner now because of sleep apnea, because I'm on the man. But the problem is, I sleep 10 times worth more mask than I did without it. Like I'm up every half hour with this damn thing choking. Like, so I'm like,
now
and
you
they
get
got
it.
me for not being compliant. So now I have to go a month and then
Right.
2 months and then 3 months.
So man, hey, I can tell you about that because like I said, I was a truck driver and I have my CPAP 10 years now, over 10 years, and I can't sleep without it. Actually, it's been like 15. I had 3 machines already, different machines. And I could tell you I had tried probably about maybe 10 different hoses, style hoses. I tried the full phase, I tried the nose plugs. You just got to find the
The
one that
newest
works.
one I
'cause
got now, I think
if
might
it's
work a little better. It covers the mouth and it's got 2 holes that goes up. But the one they had me on, it was put my nose down like over the top and be
right,
a mouth breather. They
yeah,
couldn't give me the nose one, so it was like, so I was going back and forth. But the thing is, I was sick for a while, up until like a month ago, since like November, with like sinusitis and bronchitis. So I'm like, I'm literally
right.
clogged everywhere, and you're shooting a hurricane down my throat. It was just like I was waking up choking, you know. So it was like,
Right.
but
Have
I'm
you
fine.
tried?
I don't
Did you ever
give.
try mouth tape, like with the nose and the mouth tape? Did you ever try that?
I haven't yet. No, this newer mask, I think I'll be all right. But if I don't record, well, you know, Bishop, if you don't record 4 hours on, they don't even count it
Of sleep.
for the deal.
Right. So the one thing I will tell you is this, man. I know that these companies you go to, the machines that the masks are ridiculous price. You could find cheaper ones in
Oh yeah,
Amazon,
that's where I bought this.
and they work. Yes, they got all kinds of ones. Um, and probably message me later. I'll show you a picture of what I got. Um, like I said, you find them in Amazon. Something that in what the company that you're going for is $150. You could find them for 30 on
Yeah, I
Amazon.
bought this mask. I think it was like $50 or something. Came with the whole,
Yeah,
you know.
you gotta find the right one, bro.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this video is it's man. I used to drive so much and without sleep. When I got home, my ex-wife used to tell me that I would get home in the middle of talking, I would fall asleep talking. This was 15 years ago, and then I had incidents where I was driving and knock on wood, thank God for this, and nothing happened. But this has been a long time ago. I was working. I mean, I was in the middle of coming back from California, just trying to make it back home and stressing it. I was driving, and on my way driving, there was a cop on the shoulder, probably about a mile, and my truck got in the rumble strip, and I was probably about 1,500 feet from him before I wiped him out. Luckily, I woke up on time. The cop didn't even see me. He didn't see me. I just kept going. He didn't see me. I mean, that's one of the scary things. And after that, I was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. So I got fixed.
Well, since we're talking about
Yeah.
personal stuff, Dino, when you get up here, we're going to go out to eat immediately because I'm getting my colonoscopy that day. So we're going to go get some food.
Right.
Chief hungry.
That's it.
So does that mean we're going to get the?
I don't have a scally cap, so
Probably going to go get some Greek food, baby.
Greek food. There
Yeah.
we go. Yeah, some Greek food. Yeah.
When it's time for that test for me, I'm going to do the blood test that they just came out with last year. So,
Yeah.
So I might actually be a couple pounds lighter for Worlds. Woohoo!
You know, the crazy thing is that we're talking about healthy stuff is so the way I found out I was diabetic, right? And you guys know the story, but the way I found out I was diabetic is I took a year off from driving, and I went to school for I wanted to be a counselor, right? And they had me doing some work study, and I chose to be a counselor on a juvenile detention center because it was close to my house. For me, it was convenience. And my heart was in this. Well, I didn't last that. I finished a year contract and I didn't go back because it screwed you up. I mean, you got kids. You don't, that place will screw you up. Anyways, I was in the middle of my shift and I was in the floor with the juveniles, and out of nowhere, I just flopped. I just fell down. My keys fell on the ground. I fell down. I don't remember nothing. All I remember is one of the juveniles woke me up, and he goes, "Here, put the keys in your pocket before the other one see it." And that day, I went home. 2 days later, I was in ICU. I had 750. That was my sugar, 750. I spent a week and a half in ICU. They had me in insulin. They had me, and then, as a truck driver, you can't be on insulin because you don't qualify. I was on insulin for 3 months. I took myself out, eating healthy, trying stuff here and there. I mean, I got a long way to go before I reach my goal. But yeah, it's no joke.
You know
It's no joke,
you know how
for
I
sure.
found out? So I'm scheduled for my open heart surgery. I go in that morning. I get prepped. I'm ready. I'm in the prep room, right? They got to draw blood. They draw blood. About a half hour later, they come in. They're like, "We can't operate on you today." Like, what's going on? They're like, "How do you feel?" I'm like, "I feel fine. Like, I'm ready. I want to get this over with, right?" Yeah, your A1C is 14. We can't operate on you. So the 2 days, so that was on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I spent in intensive care, them pumping me with insulin because like, we got to get you down because they're like, we got to do this surgery, but we got to get you down to a safe level. So they got me down. They operated on me Monday. And I remember the surgeon, after I got done with everything, 5 days later, he came and talked to me. He goes, "Listen," he goes, "I did all 5 bypasses on you. Okay, you're all good. I did it because you're young, but I'm going to tell you this. If you don't start eating right and you don't lose weight and you don't get your sugar under control," he goes, "if I have to see you again, there's nothing I can do for you." He goes, "You're not going to go through this again." So he kind of scared me straight, right? So actually it was in 8 months, I went from a 14 down to a 5.4 on my A1C. Because I'm like, I'm not eating any sugar. I'm not doing this. I got to get it right because at the end of the day, I want to live. And if all I got to do to live is do some exercise and not eat bad stuff, it's pretty easy to do in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah.
That's right. So,
yeah.
Sean, what is your A1C right now, Sean? If you don't mind me asking.
Believe it or not, like I thought it would be higher, but I'm actually just very mildly over. I'm like 6.97.
Mhm.
So not bad.
Right.
Yeah. That's
right.
Yeah, but for CDL, you want it to be under 7.
Yes. I actually got my cardiologist to approve me doing the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
I've been incorporating it in, but a lot of times they tell you don't do it if you got heart problems and this, that. But then I was reading an article from like this heart surgeon that was like, not really, not necessarily, because you're going to bring levels down and you're going to get back to the gym. And, so I was talking with him. He was like, go for it, man. Do it for a short burst. So,
Right. Yeah. Everything. The thing is, everything's gonna hurt you nowadays. So one of the things I'm gonna start doing, hopefully this week, is I'm gonna start taking my new puppy for walks. Now I'm gonna have to start short span because I gotta get my knees, prepared for it. So, but I already gotta kind of have it planned out. I'm ready because I want to get this done. And the dog got to go out, so why not? I fixed 2 things at once, right?
So you want to know what I'm excited about? I'm gonna go work out with Chief when I'm staying at his house in World. He's gonna put me through an arm workout, but I told him he can't kill me. Like I'm not the Chief. I don't have these big guns like him, so he's got to take it a little easy on me. But I'm gonna work out with the Chief, man. So that's gonna be.
You can't take out the competition, Chief.
That's right. So, Jim, let me ask you something. Since I want to have you talking a little bit more. What do you have new coming up?
Well, we just had. I just had 2 new scents come out. Well, actually, I had 3. I had one called Hero. Then I had another one. It's. I've been asked. I'd been asked multiple times if I was going to do a banana scent. So we wound up. We just released a banana scent, and the testers they loved it. So we went ahead and we released it.
Right.
And then I just released another one called Lakeside, and it's a bonfire scent. So right now, it's so far everyone's really liked it. the banana set, I'll be honest with you, it sold out for the first batch that I did in probably about 2 hours. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, I was pretty happy about
That's a
that.
good problem to have.
Yeah.
Jim,
Yeah.
let me know when it's back in stock. I want to grab that up.
Right.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Send me
Well,
a
I was
message.
going to
I'll
reach
buy
out
it
to
up.
y'all, see if y'all wanted to maybe partake of it, because I'd like to kind of get the word out a little bit about it.
Yeah.
So we had that. Lisa just come out with 4 new scents to add to her lineup, which are,
Oh wow.
I'll tell you, the last craft show that we did, she outsold me. So, I mean, she is really, really taking the bull by the horns as far as trying to master her craft. She has done really,
Right.
really well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then
Jim,
I've got a few bottles out being tested, but we're going to release a conditioner to go with our beard wash.
right.
Nice.
Okay.
Got some pretty good things coming.
Miss K said that you need someone needs to come out with a peaches and cream, and me and Chief approved
I
that.
can do it. I can definitely do it.
For
For sure.
Absolutely.
I am gonna order from you the Jacob collaboration, JB,
JD McGee.
because I'm gonna order it before way before Buckeye Beer Bottle, because I figure since I'm gonna represent him, that's what I'm gonna wear that day for the beer bottle.
Right.
So
Okay.
Right.
But,
I'm excited about that.
yeah, we got some pretty neat stuff coming out. But listen to y'all talk about the health journeys that y'all have been through. I've had to kind of start watching myself a little bit, because my A1C last year had creeped up to right under 7, and that was a lot for me. Got down to I think it's like 6.3 now, but basically it's just a matter of I work from home.
Yeah.
And man, it's yeah.
I feel you. That's what's happening to me right now.
Right.
That's my
So
problem
they've
right now.
called us back in the office. So we got to go back in the office 3 days a week, and it's probably one of the best things that's happened, because now I get a chance to walk around and stuff now, instead of just sitting in front of my computer, for 12 hours a day.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm kind of on a little bit of a health journey myself.
Well, it can become a problem when you're, sedentary. And, that's why, my doctor, I love her. She's been my doctor for almost 20 years. And she looked at me and she's like, all right, now that you've lost the weight, she said, I want you parking at the other end of the parking lot. I want you walking. She's like, any type of walking, any type of exercise, do it, and I really kind of embraced that. And, once you start getting healthier, I've found it's addictive. You want more. You want to be healthier and you want to get in better shape. So, good on you, man.
Yeah. That's the thing. What you said about walking. I mean, I had my phone that tracked my steps, but this tracks my steps when I don't have my phone. So I shoot for a minimum of 6,000 a day. I'd like to get up to where some people are, where they're doing 10,000 a day, but right now I shoot for 6,000 a day. And believe it or not, I mean, it does help. Every pound that you take away really does make a difference.
Right. Well, fellas, I just want to
get
tell you
some dinner.
all,
I apologize.
I gotta run, but DL, I was telling Sean that the Scallywag Nation needs to come on Monday Night Mayhem. We need to break the internet. And for the rest of you guys on the panel, open invitation, get with me. We'd love to have any of you on the Monday Night Mayhem show. But you guys have an awesome thing. And Chief, I'll see you Monday. Well, hopefully I'll see you on the Monday night show. For all of you that don't know, we've got Tara, Melissa, and we got Brother Amber on the Monday Night Mayhem show. It's
Nice.
ladies' night, so it's going to be awesome. So check that out, 7 p.m. Monday night. But
might be some games.
Yes. I hope you're on there, Chief.
And the
I hope
special
you're on
guest.
there, Chief, because, we're going to need your help.
You know how
Hey.
pissed my wife would be if I went live while my daughter's giving birth. She would disown me.
Oh my God.
Right.
And I do. Marine wants to talk to you guys when you're both together before your show. The Marine, remember, I'm part of it now.
That's right. That's right. He's part of Elf Team 6.
Elf Team
but-
6. Yeah, he's patched member.
Right. Bishop, thanks for having me on. All you guys, thank you. Much
Thank
love
you,
and
man.
respect to all you guys. And if anybody needs anything, anytime, reach out to me. I mean, I'm kind of busy during the day, but I get to my text messages. But anytime you guys need anything, reach out, and I'm always here for you.
Appreciate
You're a
it.
vampire.
And
Take
care,
care,
happy
Dino.
birthday, brother.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Later, man.
All right, guys. I hop off of here
Yeah.
too, man. I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for having me, man.
Have a good night, Sean.
Yep. Thank you, man.
Sounds good seeing you.
Yep. This guy's gonna go too because I'm old and I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah, but you're a handsome man, DL. Don't forget that.
Man, let me tell you something. I was told I had the voice for radio. I got the face for it too.
I said that to my daughter the other day and had to explain it to her. I've got a face for radio.
Y'all,
Yeah,
I love y'all. Y'all be good. Thank you.
See you, buddy.
Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, everybody. Rock it.
Later. Yeah, man, I couldn't ask for a better show. Like I said, I couldn't ask for a
So
better
let's
show.
get back to Baker competing at Worlds. Can we?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Before you do that, when Dino comes, call me.
Okay.
I wanna talk to you guys when he gets there.
It might be at a restaurant because I'm going to go eat, bro. My
got
colon's
you.
going to be empty.
I got you.
Hey, you guys don't go nowhere. I'm gonna say, Baker, you the co-host.
All right, guys.
Question, it's good to see you.
So you're the
He had
co-host
a
for
pee.
Monday, Baker?
No. I'm the co-host for here.
Oh,
I think he just, gave him the reins currently.
You know,
Refill
Had to
the
go fill the
ice.
ice maker.
I gotta turn my ice maker on, but you guys won't like that.
my wife
So cheap.
for Father's Day bought me a mini fridge. It's about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 feet tall, little mini fridge, and plugged it in and had it, running while I was at work. And I come home from work, and next day she says, "Go out in your workshop where your YouTube studio is, and got a little surprise out there for you." And open it up, and I was like, "Oh, how cool is this?" But nothing was cooling down. I was like, "Babe, I'm sorry," So we let it go for another day. Nothing was cooling down. I was like, "Babe, we got to take it back." So I felt bad, but yeah, I got another one. It works fine.
Yeah, that stinks.
The ice maker needed water. So.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. We've been going for 2 hours and 22
Right.
minutes. But the thing that you guys don't know is me, Sasquatch, and Beyblend, we've been on it for half an hour
Oh,
before
man.
this. Yeah. So I definitely had to go refill that ice maker.
I think that's what we're just going to have to start calling it now. I mean, it's becoming a
Yeah, the
staple.
ice maker. Yeah. Yeah. Brother, listen. Oh, there goes Flaming Beer. Hey, how you doing, sir?
So, Chief, for competing, you don't even come upstairs with your beard looking bad, So, like, my sides are bad right now, So there's no way in hell I'm getting up there for full beard, and I don't even know if they would accept it. But I do want to be on the stage and stuff like that, but I also want to continue my journey with my beard too. So
I get it.
I don't know. It's just I'm happy with everything else, mustache and the front. I'm happy. It's just this is only going to be 3 months. Actually, July 8th.
So you did what I did. I had the business goatee where it was real short, and I had that since I retired from the Navy. And then one Thanksgiving, a buddy of mine at work and I were like, "Let's go big beards." So I grew from goatee out and down. So that's what you're doing basically right now.
Yeah. So what happened is, like, when I first grew my beard, I didn't know any products. I told the story before. I didn't know any of this stuff. And so I went. My sides were really patchy, light colored, and stuff like that. So I basically shaved to a goatee, and I was always happy. This would grow great, all that stuff. So when April 8th, I decided, you know what? I'm using all this good product now. I know more about my beard now. I wonder if the patchiness is, in my genes or was it because I wasn't using the right product? Right. So that's where it started. That okay, let me go here, and then, I've been asking myself this and asking myself, when my work closed and I was able to go to Worlds, I'm like, I should just drop it down, and then after that, just grow it back. I mean, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's only 3 months, because I do want to be up on stage, and then I think of. I'm at 11 from the bottom lip down. I'm at 11. So that puts me basically in the Aaron Johnson category.
Right.
And others that are big goatees, so, it'd be fun to compete with them, and see what it is. So I don't know.
So even if you're dead last,
I'm not worried about that. Just being on stage with all these big goatees,
Yeah, that's the thing. You actually got up there and competed.
Yeah. Hey, think about it. That's something you could promote on your show. You could promote it here, bring it like, here, look what I got. Yeah.
Like I said, I think it'd be fun, and that's kind of the reason I kind of want to do it. And I've been, I don't know. I got to know by the second, right? I think the second is when they stop selling the competitors' tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. You got something I'm going to think of, bud.
I would love for you to do it. I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
You know what, Baker? We definitely we got to do another show like this again. This was, it was so much fun. It was definitely worth it. When I talked to Baker, I said, like, man, I don't know who's going to show up. I know I got 5 people coming for at least. I know I got 5 people. And look, what a coincidence, man. It worked out. The chief was off, so he was able to join in. So that was, that was great. It had a turn, a great turn. So
it is.
Well,
it's a good show, just to chat about anything. I mean, geez, we went through the gambit. I mean, we went through the pew-pews and Men's Health and
Hey, I had the honor to have on my show Santa Tom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, he don't care about any of us.
I'm going to say it, but Dave and I are going to be in the same category, and I'm calling it right now. Whatever the placement is, Dave with that glorious beard will be leaps and bounds ahead of me, and I'm totally cool with it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm.
That is a stunning.
I mean,
beard.
it's like we've said. I mean, it's about the experience, right? I mean,
Right.
this is my first competition that I've ever that I've ever even thought about going to. It's go big or go home. There's so many great beards out there, and I'm sure there's people flying internationally to go to this because it is such a big competition. I'm not going to sit here and say, I have the best beard in the world, but
you'll be able to.
I don't know. It's going to be it's going to be fun to go in there and check it out.
So,
I like to straighten my beard. I didn't straighten it today, and I'll do it a couple times a week, but I'm not going to straighten it for Worlds. I'm just going to use nice butter, or not butter, nice oil, nice comb, get it wet, comb it out, and I'm going because they want to see the texture. They don't want you straight.
Right.
They don't want all that extra stuff. So I'm just going to go with some oil, comb it, and just rock my pink outfit and see where that takes me.
So
now, is this Pepto-Bismol pink or is it just pink?
Pepto-Bismol.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be easy to spot. That's
exactly. They'll be like, "There's Chief. He's a highlighter walking around."
Jen, are you planning to go to World or the Buckeye Beer Battle in September?
Right now, it really just depends on some things that are going on with Lisa.
Right.
you know, we're kind of taking this year as making sure she's taken care of. You know,
Right.
so if we're able to, I would
Right.
love to go to one or the other one. But if not, you know, there's always next year. I would love to go though.
Right.
Okay.
You know, if they had a mullet beard category, because that's what I call mine. I'm still trying to grow my sides out too. Because
I'm having a little
have
trouble with
pretty much
this. And
goatee.
I might have my daughter
like that beard.
trim that up a little bit because the flyaways,
Right.
you know, I can't use balm or anything, so I might have her trim that up. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
So let me ask you this. You know that company that we're trying out, right? Would that be something acceptable to use?
Yeah, because it's a thick oil. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I was just double checking on that.
I think the hardest thing for me in that whole thing is the no heat.
Right.
As man, this gets really really bushy right up here on top of the chin. But I've been
Can't use heat.
you're not supposed to use heat now.
Wow.
But I think that I found a way to kind of get everything to relax a little bit and still keep the texture in there, and I think we'll be able to work it out.
So Dave, let me ask you something. You guys are flying there, right?
Yeah, we are.
So how have you looked into, with all this stuff that you cannot carry, how you doing? How are you doing about that?
What, the stuff that you can't carry?
Right.
It's running True North's booth.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But
Right.
well, that's what I was asking. Are you gonna the
That is a good
oils,
point.
the oils and stuff they're gonna take? Because you guys, you're competing the one day, so that'd be the only day that you can use a butter or bones. But the others, the other days you could use products, right? So
Right.
the stuff that you're taking,
I
is
think
there any stuff that you gotta take with caution or sample sizes or stuff like that?
I don't think I'm going to be stuck to the sample sizes. I think that I'm going to be okay for the 1 ounce bottles and for the butter being in the belly of the plane, in the check baggage. I'll have to look to see what the ounce marker is for the oh Jesus, my mind
Washing
just went
conditioner.
blank. Right, and
Go
I
to
mean we could
dollar
always
store.
do the.
Go
We
to
could
dollar
always fill
store.
up the little
Yeah,
dollar store things, and then. But as far as the check baggage, I'm not sure what the limits on that is.
Right.
I'm sure I could figure out a couple oils or an oil and a balm.
Well,
I want to say
So-
it's 2 to 3 ounces for
Yeah, because that's what
fried words.
Miss Kay just said, that you could carry 3 ounces of anything. Bigger have to be on the check bag.
Right. Okay.
It
Yeah,
is
I mean,
crazy.
as long as we have a majority of it checked,
Right.
so
It's crazy that we got to. That's one of the things that we got to. We got nowadays in society, we got to worry about that stuff. Beer
I
product.
remember when it was just 1 ounce
Yeah.
period. I remember that.
It's
So-
crazy.
So I'm on the website right now for Worlds, okay? So what they recommend is at the pre-check-in, do your beard as normally as the way that you would normally do your beard. And they're going to have people to say, hey, this is, you're too straight, or you got too much product, or whatever, the day of the pre-registration, so of the day of. So the approved styling aids includes wax, hairspray, and other products that add hold or structure. Mild amounts of balm, oil, or other conditioners are not considered as styling aids unless you use it excessively.
Right.
But
But I think I think there's a couple asterisks on the natural category. That's the one that we're talking about, Chief, right? Is the natural,
Right.
where I think the
Yeah.
only thing you can use is a little bit of oil. I'm not even sure about butter and balm on that one.
Yeah, I talked to Dan
Yeah,
C.
I'd have to look at that again.
And this was a long time ago, and he says they want to
Yeah.
see the texture of your hair. So the way
Yeah.
mine is right now, with the zigzags and the Z's, they want to see that for some strange reason.
Yeah.
Right.
but I really
Yes.
like it. And it looks great when it's straight and, you know, looking all
Yeah.
flowy and stuff. But I'm gonna rock some oil and you know, boar hair bristle brush and done.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
now that you
and
brought now that you brought
I'm
that,
sorry.
see, I was surprised that he's not going because
No.
a few months back he told me he was going to Worlds, that he wasn't going to the Buckeye because he was going to World, and then you know the tournament happened with his son saying he can't go. I was like, I took me by shock. I thought for sure he was going to go.
Dude, if he shows up to Buckeye Beard Battle, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I asked him as well, and he said, you know, just you know, go if you do any heat at all, go very light, and
Yeah.
you know, make sure there's texture. And I asked him, hey, you know, what category should I go in? He goes, you know, it's really tough the way they set the categories. Yeah, there's a lot of categories, but the category for how I like to wear my beard is just not there. So it would automatically go into freestyle, and that's a shame though. But I mean, I'm sure I can work something out with the beard. And yeah, so are we supposed to pre-register on the 2nd?
I think the
At
morning.
the-
Is that on the 30? On the 3rd?
I think at the opening party, the after the baseball game, I
Mhm.
think they're gonna have people there that you can do it then, and then you have to, like Chief just said, the day of, because of the fact that they want to make sure that you're still in the right category, that you didn't
Right.
use anything to go. So it's just you pre-register, and then it's just a check-in. It's just like, you know, they'll look at your beard and stuff the day of, you know,
Right.
Yeah, I
that
got to
you
get a
didn't
hold of
curl it or anything, you know.
Yeah, I got to
But
get a hold of Emily or get her her email or something, because being that we're going to be running Turnor's Table, they have something set up for the vendors for the that want to enter, but I have not. I don't have her email, so I need to try to get a hold of her and see what the process for that is as well. So
yeah.
Dave, if
But
you and
you-
Kay need a break, me and Dino are going to be there. I know Dino's going to be there the first day, because I might not be there the first day because the baby's coming. But
Right.
the last 2 days, I'll definitely be there. So if you guys want to go get something to eat or whatever, I'll watch the table. Me and Dino will rock it and pass out stickers and make fun of people and stuff.
sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, but you got to wear the dirty shirt and the Crocs.
Yeah, I got them. I got dirty Crocs too.
That's
Yep.
funny. That is funny.
But yeah.
Well, guys, this has been a blast.
Yeah,
Really
I was
has.
gonna say, thank you, gentlemen. Man, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm blessed. I'm amazed about how good it went. Jim, I'm glad that you were able to get in. Like I said, I get with you within the next week or so to get that Jacob oil to have it. I cannot believe it's almost 2 months before Buckeye. So, but I
That's
get
one I
with
want to
you.
try to go to. But
Yeah. Oh man,
see.
I think it's gonna be definitely worth it. It's been my first one, and I'm competing. You know, thanks
Nice.
to Chief and of course Jacob. You know, so I'll be there, and enjoying the pain too.
Tres Amigos are going to be judges, and
Yep.
I'm a co-MC of the event.
So I got a question:
Nice.
Is Stacy supposed to be a judge too? No. Okay. All right.
Yeah, the Buckeye is one that we originally planned on going to, and then Worlds just kind of fell in our lap and
Right.
it's working out for us. We definitely still are considering Buckeye. But I think it's going to depend on financially. I mean, we're coming all the way from California, so it's another flight out.
Next
and
year.
the time off, I think, will be fine. But
Right.
yeah,
I-
we might be able to swing it, but we'll have to kind of get closer to it to see.
Yeah. I'm excited for Worlds. It's a bucket list. And I was talking to the wife today.
Right.
And I said, you know, the baby's coming hopefully today or tomorrow, Monday at the latest. So the baby's going to be brand new. I said, but I'm going to Worlds. It's something I have to do, you know, and it's on my bucket list, and it's going to be a huge honor just to be there.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I'm more excited for Buckeye Beard Battle 3 because I've been there every single year watching it grow. And I'm more involved every single year. with Mike and trying to promote and MC and judge and.
I'll definitely let you guys know if we're able to swing it. As far as the time off, I'm pretty sure I'll have the time off to do it. It's just we'll have to see where we're at that point. I definitely want to, and there's somebody that I'm wanting to pull and bring along with if it's possible. So we'll see how all that goes. I got some things coming up that I'll talk to you guys more about as it gets closer. But yeah, it's exciting, man. I think it's going to be the rest of this year is going to be a really exciting year.
Hey, Chief, if the baby's born, you can wear on your outfit that you're going to wear. I'm a grandpa.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be on the mic. I'm sure I'll be on the mic talking about it. But I got my stickers in yesterday.
Oh yeah, how they look?
They look great. It's got the QR code on it, but it's the gloss finish. So you put your camera over because I wanted to try it to get my YouTube channel up. And it took quite a few minutes for the camera to find it. And then it finally worked. But I think that was a waste of money. I think next time I'll go matte finish.
Listen, and before you do that one, hit me up. That last one I ordered for the 100 with shipping included, I think it was under 25. Now it might be a little bit. I really don't think it's any more for the QR code because all they do is but it might be worth a try. You know what I mean?
But I think the gloss is what the camera's having trouble getting through.
Right.
So, yeah, probably.
The stickers look good. So.
All right, gentlemen, I really appreciate it. Dave, appreciate it. Baker, always a pleasure. You're doing.
Yes, it is.
Bishop, I appreciate the invite, and we talked about this. Wow, almost a month ago, almost.
This was supposed to be your. This is the funny thing. This day I was supposed to have him scheduled for his show. And then something happened and he got moved up early. And I was like, man, since I was supposed to have you another show, I told him off camera, I told him, I said, I'm thinking about having a community show. And then I run into the ranks, because I didn't want Beer Respect to feel like I was copycat, right? So I talked to them about it and I said, hey, is it okay? They was like, yeah, it's all good. So
real quick before we get off, Kay, make the QR code a little bit bigger. So I think that's part of my problem too. Is it's my same sticker as last year, but the sticker itself's a little bit bigger, but the QR code's kind of small. So make it a little bit bigger. Find the space on that sticker to make it bigger, just a little bit.
Right. But anyways, Baker, any final words?
No. Tomorrow I have my show 8:30. I got Melissa and Garrett on. So we're going to talk about, her life other than Coppers Johns. They're getting into fitness again and handling everything and stuff. So, because I'm kind of on you guys are talking about it and I didn't want to interrupt, but I'm kind of on my own little journey here too. I can probably say I'm down 20 pounds. I have a long way to go, a long way. But it's one step and that's it. And I take anything I can get. It's going to be a good show tomorrow, I believe. So 8:30 my YouTube, and we'll see what Melissa and Garrett are all about.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dave, any final words, sir?
Final words, man. It was great being on here with you guys again. Every time, Chief, Baker, and you guys are involved, and anybody that comes in, it's always a great time. I'm really excited. I could say, hey, I was able to jump in on a live with Jim. It's nice to see him face to face, as close to face as I'm going to get right now. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what he's doing. And man, it's really exciting to see his company grow the way it is. And I'm really excited for that. Chief, it's always a pleasure to be on with you guys. And just hit me up anytime you ever want to do another, if you want to do a one-on-one or anything else, I'm game for it. I appreciate it.
I definitely will. Jim, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's always an honor to have an opportunity to, get together and do a live, but to be on something like this where everyone is together. And I mean,
Absolutely.
It's funny that basically all of my friends that I have are online.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why one day it would be really cool to be able to get together and have an in-person chat with everyone.
Right.
But for right now, this has been great. I appreciate once again the patience that you had with my lack of technical skills. But it was fun. It really was fun.
Well, you told Lisa that we're thinking about her, and I hope everything gets better. And if by any chance you guys get to make it to the Buckeye Beer Battle, I'll be there personally, give you my hands. Yep, you know.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Chief, any final thoughts?
Just real quick, Amber, if you're still on here, I want to chat with you on a sidebar about baking soda and taking baking soda intake, because a buddy of mine at the gym was mentioning that, and the health benefits and stuff. So maybe we could chat about that offline one time. But I didn't plan on even jumping on here with you guys tonight, and because you know, every Saturday or whatever, I'll be at work on break, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" And then I'm gone because I'm back in the building, you know. So it was actually kind of fun to get to hang out with you guys, and it's just enjoyable. I love the community, and it helps me a lot mentally to hang out with my friends and brothers and sisters and owners, and I love it. I love the community. So thanks for bringing me on. Thanks for everybody joining in, and the chat was really good tonight.
Right.
So appreciate you.
Man, listen, I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you to Melissa from Copper Johns, because she did the thumbnail for the show, and I loved it. I asked her, and she didn't say no. She didn't hesitate. She right away she said yes. Well, it's good for me because I really suck at it. I don't like doing thumbnails.
I'll help you. I got Adobe. That's what I use.
That's okay, because I was using Canvas, but I couldn't figure out that good.
Yeah, I think it's $9.99 a month.
Yeah, like I said, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
To the chat and everybody that showed up, I really appreciate it. The ones that couldn't show up, I appreciate it anyways. GoCom was trying to show up at the last minute. He's in Minnesota, and I had 10 people at the time. I couldn't get him in, and I do apologize. Next time, I'm definitely doing another one like this because it was pretty good. I'm not having a show on the 5th. I'm going to take that day off for the family. Plus it's the day after World, so it's not going to matter. But I will have a show on the 12th, and I'm having Tyson from Copper John, and hopefully Logan.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to have Logan in there too, so
That's awesome.
It's going to be a fun show. Like always, I really appreciate the chat. Amber, thank you. Miss Kay, thank you. Everybody that showed up, and I really appreciate it. It was an honor to have you guys. Son of Tom, thank you. Everybody that showed up, everybody, thank you. I appreciate it.
Right.
Baker, thank you, sir. Chief,
anytime.
You guys later. Appreciate it.